citadel.
Down the citadel?
No, you made your way up to the citadel, and there you spoke with the Lord Commander Cormac Malfurion about what has happened to you all in these recent few days, what you've uncovered, and how you've saved Aaron Childers. You were, as a reward almost, given the estate of Colthestone Hold and the surrounding town of Hythe Wexshaw to do with as you wish. Improve it any way you can. After that, you also met up with George Blackwall, who was in a meeting with the Lord Commander as you all arrived. He was let known of certain information about his mother, and seemingly wants to hire you all to help him take on the Medusa that he was told about, and potentially revive his mother in some way. He said he would need time to gather resources and think on this. And as you all are often about, that sometime in the future he'll catch up with you. But a semblance of a plan was made.
God, I hate that pen.
Then you all proceeded to um, visit uh, Aaron's other ally. Karn and Aaron were the ones who did that. Then decided to drag all of you to have drinks in the Citadel. A drinking game was commenced to varying results of drunkenness and vomiting. And then the party began to ready themselves for departure. Karn had decided to stay at the Citadel and become Aaron Childers' protector and ward.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Cole then decided that she would be heading home to Bastion to meet up with her child uh, and live her life out in relative peace for the time being. You all, accepting of this situation, still chose to have your final destination be of Zem, following Gamesh's footsteps. That is the location that you all wish to go at this moment. With that, you departed Karn, and as you got to the base of the King's Mountain, into the fort of Terranok that sits at the entrance to where the Citadel pathway is, you bid goodbye to Cole as she made her way out. You readied your carriage and prepared yourselves for your own journey to a far distant place. So, you all spend some moments readying the carriage when you hear soft footsteps on the gravel and stone behind you. Who's the first to turn around?
Me.
I guess, yeah. Syr would be shortly after her.
Turn around. What is it?
You turn around and you see a person that personally you do not recognize. A tan female half elf, mid 20s, long
Ooh.
black hair.
Ooh.
She stands about 5'11" and wears a brown overcoat. And it seems to have some type of chain around her belt. Syr, as you turn around, you recognize this person. This is Alana Zahid.
Oh, it's Alana. Okay, I was terrified for a minute when you said I recognized them.
Yes,
It's
this is
Pavlovian at
Alana.
this point.
She walks up to the carriage. Doesn't
I
seem
wave
to,
at
like,
her.
she looks at Fer'edir, kind of puzzled for a second, but then sees you, and Gamesh currently fixing the carriage up a little bit.
I
Oh,
wave at her.
she kind of waves back, and as she walks up, hi. I was told that you all made your way through.
Yes. Hi, nice to see you again.
It's good to see you. How is your travels?
Um, the usual. More vampires.
More vampires.
Yep.
Well, you didn't have me this time, so you're all still here? It seems like it did good.
Yeah, thank you. How have you been?
I have been good, getting things ready around here. I
It's
was
good.
looking to discuss something with you and maybe Gamesh, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
She kind of steps away from the carriage, allowing you to follow. Gamesh
Yeah.
says, I'm fixing up the carriage. I'll just tell me when you get back. As he readies the horses. So you walk off with Alana.
Yes. I
Okay.
do.
You better not be gay in the woods.
Sorry, I'm laughing. I'm just thinking
I'm just
about
saying
how
that's a gay in the woods laugh.
The what?
I'm just thinking about how crazy the situation would be for Syr. She's definitely not comfortable, but she's hiding it.
Yeah.
She's just confused and afraid, which is normal.
I'm gonna keep an eye on them as they walk away to make sure nothing sus goes on.
Yeah.
Nothing gay in the woods or
You've
murder
never seen
happened.
this person, but they put themselves together as somewhat um, in a higher station of authority. They stand tall, speak eloquently. One thing you do notice is that this chain around the waist, that is almost as a belt, is attached to some type of black metallic object on their hip.
We love our gun slinging ex-slave.
He has gun.
Alana's great. I love Alana. Yeah, no, Syr's gonna walk away with her readily enough. She's just
Yeah.
a little
Just nervous.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, and like, do they get out of my line of sight, or can I still watch
No,
them?
they are
where
maybe
go?
about 20 feet away.
Okay, yeah, I'm just
They're
watching.
still within line
Maybe
of
trying to
sight.
listen in a little bit, but I probably can't hear them.
Make a perception check.
Part of me hopes you nail this, and part of me hopes you fail it.
Wow. Imagine
12?
the day I get a good perception check.
The day you get a good perception check, you always have such high bonuses to your perception, but it never seems to matter.
Nope.
Yeah. It's kind of hard. They are speaking in hushed tones. For the most part, it's just difficult.
You speak in Elvish.
Actually, she would.
Amazing.
Well, I wouldn't know what they're saying
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, I speak in Elvish right back, man.
So, I was wondering if you've heard anything from Adler or anything.
No, I haven't personally.
Okay. I just wanted to discuss with you other events that have come up that I believe you should be wary of. As your representative within the Terra, it is my duty to make sure that you are safe, and the Terra is currently preparing itself for conflict.
Oh, with who?
There has been a situation developing over the past 5 years, the tense stalemate between us and the new emperor of the Minks, Emperor Mercier. We don't know what he wants to do, but we know his father attacked us and was killed for it 5 years ago. There's been issues with spies infiltrating some of our higher cities. The Legion Lord Artusis, who led many of the major battles, was ran out of Stanton. caught 2 spies within the capital, who some believe are working with the Legion Lord. And there are other issues with many forces that we thought were dormant. The Drow within the Underdark are having a civil war, and we fear that if the Minks find a way to help them, then they might choose a side against us, which would draw Donwillow into its own conflict, as well as the Bordor having to defend some of the mountain passes, the moonlit road, and such. I just want you to be wary of these situations. If you happen to go to Donwillow or attempt to go within the mountains themselves, the Underdark is not a safe place, and the Minx Empire is currently dangerous. I felt like this is information you should know.
Thank you. For this information. Yeah, no, that's good information. I greatly appreciate it. So this new emperor you think is going to start causing problems here?
Well, he's... After their defeat, it took years for the Minx to gain any sort of standing again. There was a new emperor, the previous one killed with most of the family in combat. He was, so far from what we've known, he's the lone survivor of the Minx royal family. He might harbor resentment for us still, and if he brings us into a third war with the Minx in 20 years, it will not be a good sight. So we're preparing the best we can, and they may be looking for other avenues of attack. They tried to take Bordor, our military supplier, first, and that might have been their mistake. It's heavily defended, and we put on a good fight there. But next time they may try and go straight for the capital. We don't know. They are rebuilding their military, and I'm just letting you know that things might be tense for a couple months as this continues.
I appreciate it.
I'm just looking out for the people under my care.
Yes. Well, it's appreciated.
Is there anything you wish to report to me?
I can't think of anything right now, but if anything comes up, I'll just send you a message.
It sounds wonderful. I thank you for listening to my words, and I know that you have your own journeys that you wish to keep secret, but I would like to know where you plan on heading, as to, if need be, find you if things turn south. So far, you and your companions have proven to be some of the better groups within the kingdom. Your talents are always useful.
I don't believe there's any harm in telling you. As far as I know, we're headed to Zim, but
Okay. If the need arises, I
one
may send people. It shouldn't happen, though.
yeah, no. If you want any more details on where we're going or whatnot, you would have to talk to Gamesh, unfortunately, and
Just a general whereabouts is good enough for me. Adler has his spies, and they are very good at catching people. So they will find you if they need.
okay.
Thank you for speaking with me.
Yes, thank you for informing me.
Good luck on your journey. She
Uh,
gives you
thank you.
a soft salute. Makes
Oh,
your way
I
back.
would- I'll return it and then go back to my party.
You walk back to your party as she goes back into the large castle that is built upon the plateau above the main training grounds of
Yes.
Taranak.
So,
Sorry.
yeah, no, I was just saying so. I didn't know what else to say. It was just
I feel like Graham is regretting telling us that the vampire was less hot than Arthur.
That's my boy.
Arthur's the hottest NPC we'll ever see.
I'm glad that my backstory has some use for you.
Oh my god!
Literally, do you remember his crush's name?
Yes,
No.
Quinn! It was
There,
Quinn!
at least you've got something.
Yeah, it was the kid that sat next to him and fucking read books to him. Jesus, how gay can you get?
He never read books to him. He just read his own books.
Oh, I thought he read them to him.
I mean,
No,
not
it's the
not
kid.
around
I'll
you.
be right back. Hold on a second.
It's the kid who got stabbed by him, and then went, I'm very disappointed in you. That's basically what happened. Arthur stabbed Quint, and Quint was like, listen, I'm disappointed in you. And Arthur was like, I know, I'm sorry.
That's basically how it went, though.
I know. They're obviously in love. I hope Arthur and Quint have made up.
Whatever you want to say without making like, hey baby girl,
Yeah,
could you do me a very large favor and look at your text messages?
I already have.
Mm-hmm.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So, the carriage is prepared,
yeah.
and you are allowed to leave.
Also, just a heads up, when I switched out altruism, I just chose mending.
Okay. So now you have mending.
Yeah, now I have mending.
Nice.
So I believe both Gamesh and I have mending.
Useful. Essentially, you can just keep your clothes in repair and, not look disheveled ever.
Amazing. That won't help Syr at all. I mean, it will. It definitely will.
So, you all packing up the carriage and leaving.
Looks like it.
I realize it's only like two actual characters who are still still playing
Just me
at the carriage. Yeah, currently it's just you and Fer'edir. It's kind of weird.
Whoa.
What I am willing to do, if it would make your life easier, is deal with my dumbass fucking character for one more session.
I'm back. What happened?
No,
We
it's already
just-
gone. You can't take it back.
Hey, Fer'edir, do you just want to sit up front and talk?
Hells yeah.
Hey, Fer'edir,
But
do you
in
just want to
Fer'edir's voice.
kick Gamesh in the carriage and pretend like nobody is here? You can just be sad and lonely
Hey,
the
Fer'edir.
entire drive to the fucking mountain.
Hey, Fer'edir, do you want to have Fer'edir and Syr bond? Because we have no other options.
Yes, bonding.
Bonding!
Not like real bonding, only like weird, superficial, awkward bonding.
That's the only type of bonding Syr does, man.
Like family
Love
reunion
fake
bonding.
Like once in a blue moon, like that uncle that kind of shows up but kind of doesn't, and you don't talk to for the rest of the year.
Oh no, that's the uncle you stab when he tries to hug you.
Did
Am I allowed to say something funny, or is that gonna derail?
I don't
Do
know how
fuck
funny
off?
it's gonna be.
Okay, it's not that funny. But basically, when I was little, my mom didn't make me hug people I didn't want to hug. My uncle is still offended. He's still fucking offended.
Let him be offended.
Yeah.
Can't
My
force
cousin
affection.
Adam too. I was like, "Who the fuck are you, strange man? I'm not fucking hugging. Fuck off."
I don't know why everybody I know seems to just have one uncle that they're just like, fuck you.
No, I love my uncle. Like
Fuck
all of my
you.
uncles are great, and my cousin's great. Just like when I was little, like they're all tall. And I was like, fucking no, strange man, get the fuck away from me, bitch.
Tall people are scary.
They are.
They are.
Especially tall men.
Especially tall, strange men. Anyways, so Fer'edir,
Tell them we were socialized.
So Fer'edir, how are you?
We played Dungeons and Dragons.
I will say, Syr is going to inform Fer'edir about what's going on.
Wait, what's going on?
This is the whole Minx Empire.
Lucky her.
Not gonna lie, I was not listening.
So basically, what's going on is the Minx Empire has a new emperor, and this new emperor has tried to take, I forget what it's called, but basically their military base.
Something that started with a B. I thought it was military supply.
Yeah, supplier.
So essentially, this is backstory stuff, where 15 years ago the Minx declared war on the Grimolian. That Minx Emperor died in the war.
That Minx Emperor got his shit rocked.
He got his shit rocked, and so does his entire family.
Yeah.
The only surviving Minx person, like Minx person of the royal family, is currently the new Minx Emperor, Emperor Mercier.
Can you send those names?
Yes, I believe I can.
Yeah. So anyways, Syr's gonna tell you that. She's gonna tell you that somebody's found spies in some city. I forget which city. That could be from the Minx. She's gonna tell you that there's a civil war going on in the underground between the Drow. And that Dawnwill is generally probably not like a safe place right now, or anywhere in the underground.
Underdark.
Yes.
Sorry.
And they were talking about Bastion, which is one of the cities of the Grimolian, which is...
Yeah.
Oh, which is exactly where Cole's going!
Oh, no,
That's
sorry.
weird.
No, sorry, not Bastion, Borodor. Borodor is the name of it. Not Bastion, sorry. There's,
So-
yeah, two different B names.
Yeah,
You've
Fer'edir,
never
you
been
basically...
to Borodor. That's Borodor.
Fer'edir, you basically just get to know that there's war brewing.
Okay.
Again,
Just,
technically the
We
war
going
happened
to
twice.
that war?
I'm sorry, what did Fer'edir say?
Are we going to the war?
Preferably not, but you never really know when it comes to us. We seem to get involved in government things we weren't intending on getting involved in.
I would also like to not get involved in war.
I think we can agree on that. I'm sure if we all agree not to get involved in the war, we won't get involved in the war. Words.
You can, you have magic message, right?
Yeah.
Could you send this to this person? And I give Syr a little painting of a cloud giant woman, and then a little note along with it.
Oh, this is cuter than the Mushroom Man. I'm
What
sorry.
is Syr sending?
The note is written in Gnomish.
I
Don't
don't.
know if you can read that.
I can't read this.
Oh, sorry. I forgot. That is not common. I will read it. And this is from Fer'edir. I can see your mountain. It looks beautiful. I miss you, sunflower.
Oh, it's a child or a girlfriend, and I don't want to make it weird.
Just take the reins while I send this, okay?
Yeah, Fer'edir will take the reins.
Syr hands over the reins, and she sends the message.
Okay,
This is being sent to Yestrid, by the way.
got it.
Syr is just the messenger between all of the party's love interests.
Well, I can't exactly send a messenger pigeon up into the mountains, you know?
You can.
I feel like it would die.
Oh.
It would get shot. Someone would kill it and eat it.
Who knows? Anyways, Syr sends this message, and she's
Okay.
the enabler for all long distance relationships, apparently.
Gotta love that.
Yeah, right? Syr may not form relationships of her own, but she's not going to get into between you and your significant other.
I like how also like so you could just like have a monopoly on. Hey, I'm a dating service now.
Just start charging.
Okay, so if I have it to like right there.
Syr just carries around just signs like, "Do you have a message for a loved one far away? Pay me 5 silver and I'll send a message. 25 words or less."
Okay, what was the message?
It says, "This is from Fer'edir. I can see your mountain. It looks beautiful. I miss you, sunflower."
You are so incredibly grossly adorable.
Amazing. I love Yestrid. I've seen pictures of Yestrid. I love Yestrid.
Do I have a photo of Yestrid? Yes, I do.
I can put it in chat in case
What?
anyone else wants to see it.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Put it in
She-
chat. Please,
She's
Yestrid
pretty.
is
She's
the best.
pretty.
She's the absolute best. Well,
I have
I'm
to find the picture first.
That was a noise that I just made.
Where did it go?
It's in our chat if you want to find it there. So to scroll.
Ah, there we go. I found it.
we have an art chat?
Oh, she's pretty.
No, it is in the DMs.
Okay.
Private message.
He said our, not art.
Ah.
Oh, that is.
We have art chat?
She's pretty.
Do you want an art chat?
Do we
I
want
don't
an
know.
art?
Okay. So after that message is sent, Syr, you get a voice ringing in your head. It is feminine, and it is deeper than I can probably make it. It sounds coming almost like it's coming from a bigger person, but still feminine.
Is big.
This big pretty lady.
Oh, Astrid, Yistrid, it's so good to hear from you. I wish I could be looking upon your face and seeing
Ooh.
your beauty.
There it is. Okay.
Syr's gonna relay this exact message.
Fer'edir just smiles. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's just a 3rd level spell. Syr says, as if Fer'edir has any magic whatsoever besides
Yeah,
her.
Fer'edir's confused. She doesn't know what you're talking about. She can't do magic.
Fer'edir's like, what do you, there are levels?
I know one magic, and it is sword.
And it is big, strong.
Gotta love big, strong.
So, Fer'edir, what brings you out here?
Well, I went to the library to find books on rune magic. They did not have what I needed. It's very hard to find since not many know it.
Yeah, magic can be pretty tricky.
But I think if we are going to another place with mountain, maybe I can find other giants there who may know.
Maybe. Hopefully they're not like the giants I've encountered.
You've met giants?
I wouldn't say met, more like fought unwittingly.
Oh, who did you fight?
I don't know. Just kind of came down and started killing people, so yeah, didn't have much of a choice on that one.
It's strange.
I
Normally
think
they do
that-
not come down.
I think that giant and the town we were in were having some quarrels.
You in Guanistan?
Yes.
That makes sense.
Never again. Guanistan is off limits.
Yes, the giants they hate it.
I can tell.
Fucking lie.
Why are you here?
Series of unfortunate events. Mostly coincidences. It's safer to travel with other people than it is alone.
Yes, it is. When you have nothing to talk about.
There's just an awkward silence.
This is where I really skillfully just yell time skip and move
Time
on.
skip.
I
Okay.
can't think.
Have we reached the capital yet?
Okay. Heading down the road here. Your carriage is fast, faster than a person can normally walk on foot, so it only takes you about 20 minutes, and then you catch up with Cole, making her way down.
I just wave and keep going. Don't stop. I don't stop for Cole.
Okay, Cole would have gotten a cart. She's not a fucking crazy person.
So she gets a card as well?
Well, she would have acquired something to be able to take her down the mountain.
Well, you're already down the mountain at this point. The mountain you have to traverse on foot, but going through the
and
fort...
then you get to the gate. Once she got
Yeah.
to the gate at the bottom, she would have gotten something.
Okay. And then you have to travel south towards the capital, and then it makes its way off to the east.
If Syr saw Cole just walking by, she wouldn't stop.
No, of course she fucking did. What the fuck?
Okay.
Fer'edir would probably just be watching as Syr just like went along full speed.
Well, then you make your way southward and begin getting into the clearing through these ancient old trees of the forest of Neriverin. You see the clearing that contains the capital. You pass many different farmsteads and outward, almost small villages on the outside of the city. And it's packed full of farms, this small central clearing. But you see the tall walls surrounded by the river as it splits in two around the capital. And you see the large, from this section, coming from the north, you see the large, rocky mountain that the main castle is built upon. And you see the sheer, almost cliffside that it rests upon. And you see just the outer walls of the castle structure as they rest upon the cliff. As that cliff then breaks the river in two.
Jeez, so you were gonna say the cliff breaks and the castle just fucking falls.
Our glorious king is dead.
You not even met the king yet. You don't even know if he's glorious.
He's probably a bitch. Most monarchs are.
We've never met the king.
No,
We probably never will.
You've met his brother.
His brother's chill. I like his brother. His brother gave me a house. Which is like, that's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean,
Like getting land is like a big deal.
so as you make your way around the road, you link up with the main road that bisects through the entirety of the kingdom. Also called the King's Road. It leads east and west, and south and north. From here, you could head anywhere. Head west to Draken, head east to Stanton and beyond, or head south towards the Mix.
I don't think we want to go. I don't think we want to go towards the Minx.
So I'm assuming you head east.
Didn't we have stuff to do in the capital?
You can.
Because I know I wanted to find a construction company to get construction on the house started, and I know Fer'edir wanted a guidebook on a flute.
Yeah, y'all can head into the capital if you wish.
You all, the two of us.
Yeah, Gamesh says that he would, basically he'll say, I don't want to stay too long, but we can stay there for a night if you want.
It doesn't even have to be that long, just a day trip to the capital.
Yeah. And I mean, it's been about 3-hour journey along the road. So at this point, it's heading into 1 o'clock.
Yeah, there are two things Syr wants to do. She wants to, one, go and find a construction company to start construction on the house.
Okay.
As well as send some soup supplies up with them.
Okay.
And then she wants to go to Serena's, buy 30 GP worth of herbs and incense for the Find Familiar spell.
Okay. Well,
As well as,
you know a store that would probably have it.
yeah. I would also like to go and see if I can buy the knock spell.
Okay.
Figure that's a useful spell to have.
It's gonna fucking matter.
I know we have Mabehi, but there have been situations where Mabehi was not here.
Coffer,
Yeah.
the coffer, the coffer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
We'll find out what horrors await us inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you think I'm getting the knock spell?
Graham, are
Yes.
there fingering charts in this city?
I'm asking you
You
very
could
nicely to not
probably
say
find
that.
some.
Amazing. How much would one cost?
If Fer'edir is going to
Well,
like a music shop, can I also
so-
buy some, like music for my mandolin?
Yes. Yes. So you head into the city of Rankton. The guards at the front take your names, but easily will let you in.
I am wearing my pendant, by the way.
Yes. You are let into the city, and here you can find what you need. So, looking for some type of musical shop. I want someone to make an investigation check for me.
That'd be Syr.
I can do it.
You're not here.
Shut the fuck up.
Not 20.
Nat 20.
Bruce.
So, you find actually built within the central part of the city, just a few houses down from the large Red Bard's bathhouse, is a smaller shop with a similar color scheme. This one has the name Red Bard's Bard Emporium.
My home.
Sorry, it's Bardic Emporium. Sorry.
We stroll in.
Yeah,
Okay.
I follow with my mandolin.
Walking in to the establishment, it's smaller than some of the big shops you've been in this city, especially the Red Bard's Baths. But it is warm, comfy interior, and inside there are instruments of all types. And you see what seems to be a couple younger folk A few couples. You see a lone older man, and generally it's filled with people. And you see some people are picking up different instruments and playing with them. You see like a little younger kid, maybe about 13, walks by a harp and just strums it as he walks past with his family. And it's quite a little busy place. Um, Walking up to the main register, there is a solid um, redwood desk at the far back, and there behind it you see a few different attendants, all taking different orders, and you see one is currently open. It is an older, what seems to be a halfling man. He's currently stood up on some type of pedestal, and is currently just writing in a book at his station. And as you
I'm
approach,
sorry.
he's the only one.
Imagine working in this like place for Bard's Emporium or whatever, and you see some like wizard looking person stroll in with an instrument of the bards
Yeah.
with the knife mandolin.
And then a Goliath who is holding a flute incorrectly.
Yeah, like the flute's so tiny in this Goliath's hand.
But yeah.
She's holding it as if you like you hold a sword, and that is not how you're supposed to hold a flute.
No, it is not.
I feel like that is more threatening, though.
Exactly.
To hold the
Cleave
flute.
someone with this flute.
Oh god.
Syr's just like, give us what we want, and she won't kill you with the flute.
So you walk up to currently the only attendant available. This place seems busy. You see small little families are currently buying smaller instruments, mainly flutes and other small wind instruments, seemingly trying to get a musician within the family.
Uh-huh.
But you see this one attendant,
middle
a halfling older man, is currently writing this paper, and he sees you approaching. Hello, how can I help you?
Fer'edir, would you like to go first?
Oh, yes. I just need a sheet of how to play this.
Let me see. And he looks at you holding a flute. You need a flute instruction manual?
Yes.
Okay, 1 second. He hops down his little steps, goes off to the back, pulls out a single, somewhat loose leaf book, walks back up. That'll be a gold piece.
Okay. I will give him a gold piece.
Slide over the gold piece, and he puts the book down on the desk and slides it over to you. That is the instruction manual for flutes for beginners. It'll take you through the whole series.
Thank you. This is perfect.
No problem. Anything else I can help y'all with?
I was wondering if I could get some music for my mandolin. Just trying to expand my repertoire.
Sure thing. Let me go and see if I got something from mandolin. Walks off down his few steps, goes off to the back. And this time you see he takes some time looking through the books, pulls out a single, small, this time a hard book, and walks back up. This is a local tome by one of the higher up mandolin players of our day. This has some of his best songs, and he puts it on the table. This costs, see, 15 silver pieces.
Okay, I will have it. Sounds
Okay.
musicy.
It'll have a general array of songs. I believe there is 5 in there in total.
Oh, cool.
Okay. You pay.
I can't imagine this
the
poor
halfling.
I put this 15 silver. Imagine this poor halfling giving this person like a relatively like advanced book on like mandolin music, and then it just like seems music-y.
Yeah. Are you doing anything with the sheet of your own composition?
What?
For Fer'edir, the composition
Okay.
that you have for the flute. Are you doing anything with it?
First, I have to learn how to play a flute, and
Toot
then
toot.
I'm
Okay.
gonna play it eventually.
Okay. Just curious.
Just sitting in my pocket.
I hope you
Okay.
know Syr is going to ask to borrow that instruction manual, if only for the knowledge of how to play the flute, even though she doesn't need that knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I think I'm good. What about you, Fer'edir?
No, I'm all set.
Well, thank y'all for coming to the Red Bar's Vodka Emporium, and if you would,
Wait,
yes,
not in character. Do I need to buy anything to keep my mandolin in like shape?
it's a magical item. You do not need anything.
Okay, cool. What about Fer'edir's flute? Would we need anything to keep Fer'edir's flute in like
As an
good
owner of a
condition?
flute, they can deal with a lot of shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't need
It's
much.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Like-
can generally beat the shit out of. This is not a nice thing to say. You can generally beat the shit out of a flute, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
You,
I didn't.
you get the
If you
sense.
dent it, because if you dent it, it's
Oh, you're
useless.
fucked. You're absolutely fucked.
You get the
The
sense that
smallest dent, and it just doesn't work anymore.
the easiest
I just want
item
to
for
make
them
sure
to have
we
here.
won't. Yeah, I just want to make sure we won't be needing any like maintenance materials for our instruments.
No, from when you get here, the people in this shop, most of the things they are selling are flutes. Most of it seems to be the simpler instruments, like the mandolins are rarely touched. It seems, as you see 3 other people in the shop right now currently looking at flutes.
Well, I guess they just don't have the benefit of the magical knowledge on how to play mandolins.
Must really suck for them.
So,
God.
anything else?
No, I need to go see to construction
Okay.
as well as suit materials. I need suit materials.
Suit
Ingredients.
materials.
So-
You can head to a shop. There is the
Suit materials, Jesus.
um, there's the main like area around the fountain that has lots of smaller, almost like a farmer's market set up in the center.
Yeah, like I'll just get some suit materials and then I'll go to a construction company, ask them to restore the manor, get on a payment plan with them, and then tell them to send this soup ingredients up to the
Okay.
fairies and tell them it's from me.
I'd say for soup materials, how much soup are you willing to make them?
All
Like a
the
pot.
soup.
Pot?
Like enough for all of them.
I'd say spend a gold on soup materials.
Okay.
And then you go and meet with a construction company.
Yeah, I want to try to find the best construction company.
Make an investigation check.
Mm. If I must.
This is house
The 13.
house things. So you look around for the best construction company, and there's many within the city. A few you look at are Claude's Construction Company, Delix, and then you land on Mendini. Oh, Mandini, sorry, Mandini's Construction Company. Heading over to Mandini's Construction Company, it is a solid building made of.
As long as they're not affiliated with Ram's Head renovations.
You don't know. But it is a solid building made out of a dark oak and almost like a whitish like plaster of some sort on the outside. It's fairly functional in its appearance, and for the most part, it seems like the upper story is probably housing for whoever runs this company. Walking in to the building itself, you see just a very plain waiting area. Seats are set up, and they seem empty for now. And there's a desk at the back, and you see a person is currently just standing at that desk, doing some paperwork. And they see you come in, they put down their quill and partially close their book. You see the figure is that of a half-orc man, probably in his older years. The hair is finely grayed now, but he seems still spry enough. He greets you. Hi, how can I help you?
Hi, first very important question. Is this establishment and business in any way, shape, or form associated with Ram's Head renovations out of Farsiles?
I've never heard the name, so I would say no.
Perfect. I have a house I would like to do extensive renovations on.
Okay. Um, can I ask the size of the estate?
Yes, I'm gonna pull out my drafted up blueprints as well.
Okay. Did I ever have you roll for your drafting?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
I forgot what I got. I think I got like a 17.
Interesting. Was it a performance check?
No, I think it
No,
was
that
just
was
intelligence.
just straight intelligence. Okay. 16.
16. Okay, I was close.
He looks at it. Oh. This is big. Do you
Yeah.
know what you want fixed with it?
Oh.
Pretty much the entire building needs a good overhaul. There is some damage to the foundation that would need to be taken care of. It is extensive work. I
Ha.
won't lie.
Um. Well then, I have to get my son out here for a second. Give me one moment.
Yes,
He
of course.
walks off to the back, opens the door, seems to walk up some steps. Only a minute later, he comes back down, walks in with what seems to be a younger, very spry looking half orc. He's probably in his probably late teens. He's probably only around 19-ish. And he comes on down. Hi, how can I help you? I was told you had a place looking at fixing?
Yes. I'm just looking to get this manor renovated. It would be an extensive job, though. It's been
Okay.
left untouched for quite a while.
You see the son comes up to um, the papers and starts looking through the estate and what entails there. Okay. I was told it had foundational issues too. He looks at
Uh,
his dad.
yes. There is some structural damage in the foundation.
Well, if there is structural damage, we can attempt to repair it. It would probably set that price a little higher, but looking through this, we currently have no big pending orders. I can probably uh, get out there and inspect it within the next week, and then we can begin finishing up plans to repair the estate.
Perfect. I likely won't be in town. Um,
Will there be someone there that I can speak to?
uh, I'm sure if you find someone from the Paladins, they could get in touch with me.
Uh, you want me to get in touch with the paladins?
It's the only people I know in the area.
Ah. Oh, that might be difficult for me. He looks towards his dad. I don't know. I've never.
Hmm. Tell you what, I will send you a message in about a week, and we can communicate that way.
Okay. That sounds good. Uh, we'll draft up some ideas and make our way out there.
Just a few other information. There is approximately like 22 tiny fairies, as well as a clan of small mushrooms living there.
Okay.
I would ask that they not be um evicted.
What rooms are they in?
Syr's gonna point to the rooms that are
And
labeled.
and just so you know, a lot of the rooms are currently still blank, as you do not know what's in them.
Yeah, I know. Syr's
Yeah,
gonna
you did not
mark
explore the
them.
full estate.
Could just be walking them into a death trap.
Syr doesn't care.
Okay.
These ones.
Well, the upstairs, that's 3 rooms.
They're friendly.
How sure are you that they're friendly?
Very sure. I spent some time with them.
Okay.
Just,
Well, if they're friendly and they're living on the estate, I guess I can talk to them.
yeah, the mushroom people and the fairies said that they would help with cleanup, so yeah. You can just tell them that I sent you.
Okay. Well, we'll investigate the grounds, see what needs done, give you an estimate. It's hard to tell just from this. I'll have to explore the whole thing because I see there's a bunch of things that you don't have marked.
Yes, please do be careful about the vines. So there's a paladin to be clearing that place out. Otherwise,
I'll get protection.
yes, that would be wise. Thank you.
I would just say, just for the inspection and saying how you're saying it's dangerous, just for protection's sake, would you mind signing a non-formal contract that if we continue on with this deal, the full payment of that will be on a separate contract. This is just for the investigation.
Sure. How much is that going to cost?
For guards, how far is this? Do you know where it is?
I'm going to give them the location.
Okay. He kind of pulls out one of his maps. To get out there. It's not too far. I'd say if you give me 20 gold, I can get not multiple guards, and I can get out some of my other partners, and we can run through what we all think needs to be done.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And I have to sign a contract, right?
Yes.
Cool. I signed this contract and it just says Syr. There's no last name.
Syr. He looks at it. Well, Syr, I look forward to speaking with you in coming weeks. And he kind of runs his hand out to you to shake.
Yes, as do I, and I shake his hand.
We are just so you know, we're the Mandalese. This is my father, Walko. And, my name is Kana.
Thank you. Can you send those, please? I'm so bad at names.
You're good.
Hello, I'm bad at the names of the people that I speak to on a regular basis that are named normal shit. Could you please?
Yeah, I get it. D&D names just have to be weird. Gotta do it. I'll see y'all in a little bit. And you see he kind of... Can I have this? He looks down to the map that you have right now.
Oh, yes, of course. These are just rough drafts, after all.
Okay. He kind of like rolls it up a little bit. I'll go and look through this some more and get stuff going. You see, he immediately takes out the gold, takes 10 of it, just hands it off to his dad, and just starts talking to him. We're gonna need, probably gonna need Donovan, Charles, and he starts just naming people, and just seems to start the process immediately. You get the sense that this place is not the busiest, and it's probably you were looking for the best. You don't know if you found the best or you just found the one that was the least busy.
Well, they seem to know what they're talking about. And they're not very busy, so they'll get on it real quick. That's about as good as I can ask. If I get to the site and I see that things are bad, I can probably just fix it myself.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else within this capital?
I just need to stop by Serena's Secrets, get 30 JP worth of fine familiar materials, and ask about the knock spell?
Okay.
Get the wizard spell list. I need to see if there's any other spells that I'm interested in.
Heading over to Serena's, you again see the familiar terror guard. Currently, at this point, he's sitting down, having some type of midday meal, almost probably on a break of some type. When he sees you approaching, kind of almost gets up, but then sees who you are. Kind of leans back down, just like opens the handle and pushes the door open. Kind of waves you in.
That bitch.
He nods to you as you make your way and enter it.
I nod back.
As the door opens, you hear the ding ding, and coming from the back room, you see Serena just pokes her head out. Oh, hi. You're back. She
Hi.
kind of walks out. You see she rubs her hand on an apron, and begins untying it and taking it off, setting it on a back table. What can I help with?
I need enough materials to summon 3 find familiars.
3 find familiars? Okay. She goes through some of her material and easily starts pulling a lot of that stuff out for you. It's only incense, I believe, right?
Incense and herbs, yes.
Okay. You see she begins taking a lot of prepared incense, and she then goes out to her main growing area, which is the lobby, and just goes and picks off some of these herbs that she needs. Kind of metal, why can't I remember the word? She begins crushing them up, making a fine, good powder of the those items. Puts it in with the incense and has 3 separate containers. Hands them off to you. So there you have your 10 gold worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs times 3.
Yes, so 30 GP.
Yes. Anything else I can do for you?
Yes. How much would the knock spell and the Faithful Hound spell cost? Reference that's a 2nd level transmutation and a 4th level conjuration.
The knock spell I don't have access to the Faithful Hound. That is not a spell in my repertoire, so I just don't have it.
Understandable.
I do have knock. I don't have a scroll for it right now. I can easily draw one up. It'll take it maybe an hour at
Okay,
most.
I can do an hour.
That would be 100 gold.
Okay, that works. And what magic did Fer'edir mention?
Rune magic, I believe.
And,
Yeah, rune magic.
While I'm here, do you have any information on rune magic?
Rune magic. Not really.
Okay.
I'm reminded of certain abjuration types of magic, but I've not heard of anything really.
Okay, I just overheard someone mention it and got curious, that's all.
You're fine. Let me go and get your scroll for you.
Yes, thank you.
So, takes her about an hour. You walk around town, see the sights a little bit.
Just
while
casually lying to one of the only friends I have. That's what Syr does. After that, I am done in the city and we can go to East.
Walking through the city, can you roll me a... one sec, I have to pull it back up. Can you roll me a d6?
Yes, I can roll you a d6 to 5.
Throughout town, you personally hear town barkers are going off, saying different scenarios and news that is happening throughout the town. The only thing that catches your attention is the only one you hear is that the Champion's Garden is currently closed for repairs and renovations. That's all you hear. Fer'edir, can you roll me a d6 as well as you're making your way through here?
Yeah. Okay, well that didn't work.
It's just
Use
like
the
there's
rolling
nothing.
thing on the left side and it just didn't
Oh
work.
wait,
so...
Graham.
Yeah.
Do I have the materials to write down the knock spell in my spell book, or do I need to buy those? I can't remember. I think I need to buy it.
If you need to buy it, she has it, so it's
Yeah,
easy
like
enough.
when
It's
I
just
just feel like
extra money.
I would have bought it while I was at the till.
Yeah, probably.
So that's just like 100 GP extra in
Yeah, in
materials.
materials, as that is not a conjuration spell, so sadly.
It's not.
Uh,
That's okay.
a 4. Just
See,
one
the way
below.
you said that concerns me.
You hear Town Barker saying that the Temple of the Morning is opening their new community garden. That is the news that you hear while you're in town. After about an hour, though, you go back to Serena's Secrets here, and there she's waiting and ready with a scroll. She hands it off to you. Good luck learning it.
Yes, thank you.
It's a very important spell. I've come to learn.
Yeah, I've decided that perhaps being able to unlock things might be beneficial.
Fair enough.
Anyways, have a good day.
You too. I'll see you sometime.
Yes, of course. See you sometime later. Goodbye.
You walk out. You see the guard is at this point finished with his meal. Kind of watches you leave. Just guarding.
Yeah. I now know the move. I now know the spell lock.
Yeah. So, at this point throughout the day, it is, I'd say, traveling through town. You're heading into about 3 o'clock. Are you still going to leave the town?
I'd check in with Fer'edir first.
Is there
Yeah,
anything?
I'm ready to go.
Okay. So,
Should we look and see what is in the little chest?
Let me see if I can cast that spell. No, I have to wait till tomorrow. I have to prepare it.
Rip.
Let's get on the road and wait to set up camp.
okay. So, heading on to the road and leaving the city of Rankton, making your way past the farm fields, you eventually make your way into the forest itself. Old ancient trees surround you, and the summer heat gets to you still, as it is still pretty warm out. It is getting into later summer, though.
I think you mean the summer heat gets to some of us.
Yes, those who are in the carriage.
So what
Fuck,
you're saying-
fuck Gamesh. What happens when you abandon us?
Fuck Gamesh and Mebehia, who are currently just in the carriage, dying.
Oh. The lizard's having a great time though.
Yeah, to an
Actually,
extent.
kobolds are they don't like sunlight.
They like
The
heat
opposite.
though. It's not sunlight, it's heat.
True.
Listen.
So what you're
Like,
saying
I'm
is
cold-blooded, I would know.
what you're saying is your wizard didn't get seared.
Yeah, Fer'edir and I are cool. We're chill, literally.
So,
I mean, yeah, giant from the mountains.
I bet that's nice for Fer'edir because she
In her
can't be
full
used to-
fucking winter gear.
With
Yeah.
long braided hair.
Yeah.
Fer'edir, you might wanna get into some lighter clothes, shave off a few
What?
layers. Sorry,
Into what?
you might just want to get some clothes that'll not keep you as warm.
like these. They're nice.
I understand,
Oh.
but it would suck if you got heat
Fucking
stroke.
die.
So,
I think I'm alright.
I'm gonna drop my prestidigitation and let the sweltering heat kick in, and I'm gonna look at Fer'edir and be like, "Are you?"
She's probably fine.
just so
Fer'edir's
you
like,
know, within the
"What?"
forest, it is very stuffy. Like,
Oh.
incredibly stuffy. The ceiling above you is merely hints of blue sky, but massive trees surrounding you.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the prestidigitation air conditioning drop for like a couple of minutes and then kick it back up, just so she can feel how hot it is.
Yeah. It's pretty hot. Not
So
gonna lie.
Ferrier will take off her like outermost layers.
yeah, I just thought maybe you should
And I can see her like
know.
rippling muscles, and she's really strong and hot.
This is a scene straight out of a rom-com.
Yeah, it is.
You asked for this.
I love Fer'edir. So yeah, I just thought maybe you might want to be a little bit cooler. I won't always be able to cool the air down.
I appreciate the concern. She keeps her gloves on though.
Oh,
Okay.
Fer'edir's having secrets with those hands.
Biceps out, gloves on.
That is some lumberjack bullshit.
This is why you love
Look,
Fer'edir.
as someone who's chopped wood in just like a tank top and shorts, like in the woods, you keep your fucking gloves on.
I need to get a biceps out version of her artwork.
That'd be great.
The only thing on her that is not covered is just biceps.
Not triceps and the rest of her arm.
No, the triceps are hidden, just the biceps.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, once we make camp, I'm assuming I'll just be making my tower.
Yeah. So about 4 hours passes. You are still within the limits of the forest, but you make your way, and you find somewhat of a clearing to place the tower. As the carriage stops, the door opens. Walking out, Gamesh goes, "It's so fucking hot in there." As he steps out into the much cooler wind-filled
Oh, the windows.
air. It's just a box. It sucks.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Love what this party decides to focus on when there's only two of us. The heat. While we're resting, I would like to start practicing those songs that I bought.
Yeah.
Good, because I deeply hate myself. I'm gonna have to redo this now.
Also practice flute.
Okay. You two begin practicing your instruments. Make performance checks, both of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Dear, how's your performance?
It's very important for you to look at
It's-
this. Oh no.
My
Seer.
performance is pretty great.
Seer.
Oh fuck me.
Seer. Oh.
Oh, baby girl!
That's about two better.
Fer'edir. Like, you begin playing on the flute. I mean, it's difficult work, and it's a lot to learn, but it comes
Better
somewhat
than
easy.
Seer.
Seer, you take out your magical item and begin playing on it. And then you get maybe a minute in, and Gamesh goes, "Can you please stop now?"
No, this is what practice is for.
Ugh. And it's horrendous.
Let me go
I
back to
will walk
drinking.
away to where no one can hear me, though. I will
Okay.
walk away and continue my horrendous practicing.
You walk into the
I can
woods.
give up just because it sucks.
Ooh, you know what I can do?
Okay. You continue playing deep in the woods, and surprisingly, you hear no animals or no noise around you. Almost like you've scared away every animal.
Yeah, I think that's because of how bad I'm playing.
But other than that, Do you all want to set a watch?
Wait,
Okay.
I'll do a watch.
guess, yeah. Do we really have to, though?
Do you not want to?
Well, I could just put an alarm at the bottom of our tower, and then if somebody walks in, I'll know immediately.
Okay.
Like, I can just put an alarm at the, I can just, like, make the bottom floor of the tower something that no one's going to be sleeping in, so then if someone comes into the bottom floor of the tower, I'll know immediately.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm getting a call.
Lame.
Someone's popular.
God, baby girl, why you gotta be so fucking popular? I'd like to see you try and make love on the moon.
What?
Not muted!
Who is it?
Nope. Not muted at all.
I was. What? What happened? I'm clueless. What happened?
Do you want to say it?
I just out loud said I'd like to see you try and make love on the moon.
What the fuck?
With no context. Look, I'm sending you context. It's not bad.
What's going on? What's going on? I apologize. My mother ordered DoorDash, and it connects only to my phone.
There is your contact. Damn it.
So, are we doing the watch thing, or are we just gonna let me have the alarm spell up for 8 hours?
You can do either or. It's up to you.
Fer'edir, what do you want to do?
I'll do a watch just for funsies. But you can also put an alarm up.
Yeah, we'll do both.
Okay.
Yeah, why not both?
Why not both? Can never be too safe. I can't wait to learn Faithful Hound, and then we won't need to set watches ever.
Okay.
I want that tree to be a thick boy. How do I thick boy that tree?
What are you talking about?
God damn it! Okay.
Gonna.
So,
So,
I assume
That
we split the watch
tree.
between
who is the first
the
watch?
four of us?
Do the first watch.
Not me. If Syr can get away without doing a watch, she will. She probably can't, but
Okay. Gamesh will probably do one as well, Mabehi. So one person for each section of the watch.
Would I be drinking
is
instead?
this a 4-section watch or a 3-section watch?
I'll do first watch.
You want to make it 4-person?
Yeah, I guess we might as well equally share it.
Okay.
Does my tower give roof access?
Yes.
I would take my watch on the roof.
Got it. So, would you like to make a perception check? Whoever's doing first watch.
Fer'edir.
You
Okay.
know, someday.
Someday. I think Syr
Someday
would
I'll
do
have a good perception check.
I think Syr would do last.
Okay.
So
Fer'edir, you
That's what
take
the
your
evil-
watch and enjoy the comfort of this warm, comfortable tower. And it is a pretty swell experience, all in all.
God, this entire party would just
Don't notice anything.
like have
pretty
no
small
creature
experience.
comforts without Syr.
Yeah, honestly, they have a lot of comfort.
Yeah, Syr makes their lives so much more comfortable.
There's the MVP.
Oh, definitely.
Syr's the one who's taken for granted for giving these people basically modern comforts. They don't even know that. They don't even notice. Wait till Seer leaves. She's never gonna leave, but. Did Gamesh and Mabehi notice anything?
So next up, it is Gamesh's. "14 doesn't notice anything. Mabehi doesn't notice anything. And Seer. All four of you have quiet nights in the tower.
We are blind as shit.
How the
It's
fuck
a
did
good-
you both
it is-
roll threes?
It is a good thing that we also did the alarm thing.
Yeah, that is.
Does that alarm get triggered at all?
Throughout the night, no. You all quietly sleep and have your watches. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Nothing seems to happen. The wind blows as the tower does reach the height of the tree line at some places, and you can see out in a vast area around you. In the distance, you see lights from the capital, and then darkness, lit only by a moonlit sky. Gamesh is actually the only one to notice that in the middle of the very late into the night, clouds start to roll in. And come the next morning, there is a small rain shower that hits the tower, just as you all are in the midst of packing. That is the only change through the first night.
Okay, I'm gonna mark down long rest.
So, the second day,
What's a spell I can unprepare? I can unprepare that spell. Who's calling me?
so from here, you begin making your way further out. Another day of travel takes you out of the forest of Neriverin. It takes a good 3-4 hours of that journey, but you're once again brought into the hills out of Stanton. Certain areas where you remember at one point getting ambushed in the early morning. You see spots that are recognizable, as this is a path you have treaded many times. You see where you got onto the road from Brecken. And you also see the many fields of barley and wheat that
Do we
lead
have to
up to
deal with
Stanton.
more druids starting a stampede?
That was not from this area. That was towards Crinkton.
I'm still bitter. I don't care.
So, the night comes just on the outside area around Stanton. If you traveled for another, ooh, gotta undo that.
If we travel, we could rearrange the world.
If you travel for another 2 hours, you could probably reach Stanton. Otherwise, you would be camping in the fields.
I think Seer would go ahead and travel for another 2 hours. The rest of them can take naps inside of the carriage if they really want to. I
Okay.
just figured being inside of the city proper might be better for us.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Given our wonderful perception checks so far.
As you are currently leading this.
Aha.
So, taking the carriage for another 2 hours as it starts to get dark, the road gets more dangerous.
I would like to activate the Gym of Brightness.
You activate the gem?
No, absolutely not. No.
Okay.
Fer'edir, can you see in the dark?
No.
Huh?
No.
Traveling through the night for about 2 hours. The stars are the only thing keeping you alight, as well as seeing Stanton just in front of you. And you make it within probably about 10 minutes outside of Stanton when one of your horses steps on something and seems to injure the hoof
Oh.
in the midst of the black night around you.
I
They are
that's
considered injured at this point. You are no longer traveling at the speed you once were, as you have to accommodate for the horse's injury.
I cast second level healing word on my horse.
Okay. They still seem hurt. This is something
Wow.
that
Imagine healing a horse and not striking it with lightning. Crazy.
they still seem like their hoof is bothering them, so they're not still not going at the perfect speed. You may have to
Yeah.
stop and give them rest, or
I'll wait till we get into Stanton.
okay. So you do move
I'm
at a
just-
slower speed at this point,
Yeah,
but
I'm
you
just
are
healing
able to
my
make
horse
it into
so
Stanton.
it doesn't die.
Making it into Stanton, you pass by the old section of the city, and you once again um, are brought into a strange city. The outer gate is this tall white stone, uh, almost run-down wall that is merely guarded by watchtowers placed upon the entrance. And making your way through much of the city are abandoned, broken houses of the ancient city that Stanton is built within. And making your way all the way into Stanton proper, you're greeted by what seems to be the back um, alleyways turned into a solid ring wall around the main city proper, as old houses have been torn away, leaving the stone alley to act as if it were a solid wall. And there you find your entrance into Stanton proper.
Amazing. I go in.
Okay. Heading into Stanton, you see the familiar sight of the large arena that you once fought in so long ago.
Oh, memories.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not doing that anymore. God, that wyvern was stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna go to an inn.
Okay.
The one that I remember.
One second.
Fer'edir, are we gonna share a room so you can see what is inside the iron coffer?
Hell yeah.
So, you
What's
head
in the
back.
box?
This is just Fer'edir and Syr's road trip.
Basically, as sadly, Gamesh and Mabehi are NPCs at this point.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just...
you once again head north of the big fighting arena, uh, just past the manor house of the Weskers. You find the old tavern that you once stayed in so long ago. There, you are able to get a night's booking, put your horses in the stables, where they were once restored before.
Yeah. How much is that gonna be?
Stabling your horse and carriage
Should we have like sold all that stuff in the capital?
Would you have?
What stuff?
All the stuff that we found in that chest. It equaled out to like 1,000 plus gold.
Would we have?
Would you have?
I would have if the like party wanted to, but I don't know
Yeah,
if anyone
if you
wanted to
wanted
keep
to, you could have.
anything.
Stabling per day is 5 silver pieces. So you
I can
probably you
add
can
up
mark down 5
everything
silver.
real quick.
When Gamesh and Mobehi are back with us. Because I think Mobehi wanted that rapier
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing. I think
I don't think anyone else said that they wanted to keep anything.
So it's only 5 silver for the stabling, and the room itself is only going to be an additional for all of you, probably a single gold piece.
okay. Can you chill the hell out? Sorry, my dog's going insane. Single gold. Ugh, I've spent so much gold, and then 5 silver. Okay.
I'm back. Anything happened?
No.
They got to Stanton. Do you investigate what's wrong with your horse?
Yes, I do.
Okay, make a medicine check.
I'm great at these.
This
Don't
is
worry,
having
guys.
a hot sauce is killing me. Don't mix it with all the hot salsa.
4.
Oh my god.
Syr?
Wow.
Do you not know why your horse is feeling injured in that one hoof, but you can't find it.
Can I go up to a stable hand and just be like, hey, my horse is hurt?
Yeah, let me check him out, and he'll go up and investigate. I think they're hurt, but I can't see anything. You might just have to ride it off.
Helpful, thank you.
You're welcome. And he goes back to shoveling hay.
We'll let him.
So, do you all just sleep in the tavern?
Fer'edir and Syr are going to be doing some cool stuff in their room. Just, I'm going to be casting knock on this iron coffer.
Okay.
Cool stuff.
Which means everyone in here hears a very loud knock that can be heard up to 300 feet away.
Yeah. So, as you cast this spell on the coffer, this loud sound is heard essentially the entire block can hear this.
As everyone hears this loud ass knock. And they're
Yes.
like, what the hell?
And most people won't even know where it came from.
Amazing. You're just gonna get woken up in the middle of the night by a knocking sound, and they're gonna be like, is there someone at the door?
So, immediately, you see a small glimmer that has existed on this object. It seems to fade. You
Oh,
open
so
it.
that's magically locked.
You get the sense, just by that this is probably a similar spell to what was on the door.
If you just had knock, we could have gotten through that door so much faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open the coffer now.
Okay.
Did we steal a baby coffin?
No, it's a coffer.
Okay, I really heard you say coffin, and I was like, the only
No,
coffin
no,
we would have been
it's
able to
just a
carry
coffer.
easily would have been that of a child.
So, Syr,
You underestimate Fer'edir's
I was
strength.
about to say.
opening up
I'm assuming you're like right next to me.
opening up this small iron coffer. It's about the size of a small chest, maybe about a foot, maybe a foot and a half in length only. Opening it up, there are 3 items within it. 2 different sacks, One seems to be spilling with gold pieces, another one with silver pieces. The last thing is a strange, dark glass jar with some type of thin, oily substance within it.
I take everything out,
Okay.
including the glass jar, and I'm gonna split the money with Fer'edir.
Okay. It's counting the money. It is 225 gold pieces and 114 silver pieces.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all just weren't here. That was your bad.
Kind of.
You're a selfish person.
Okay.
We've been
Anything
aware
else?
of this.
So we each get 112.5 GP.
So a silver piece. 5 silver pieces. Right. Yeah, 5 silver pieces each.
We each get 112
Gold and 5 silver pieces each.
and 5 silver pieces, and then
The 114 you can split the same way.
gets 57 silver pieces each.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
So
Big
112 gold and 62 silver each.
Wait, wouldn't it be 70 silver pieces each?
No, it's only 57 plus 5.
Oh,
How do you make small?
how do make small?
I unmuted myself because I thought I could shut the fuck up. Clearly not.
Silver is
And then
easy.
I would like to ritually cast Identify on the weird cup.
Okay.
You
So,
usually identify.
identifying this object. It is magical.
Amazing.
It is a wondrous, rare item.
Ooh.
What is it?
This object. I rolled it actually. I did. So, this thin, oily substance that smells faintly of well-oiled leather.
Ooh.
A single application is enough to coat a small object. 2 applications would be enough to coat a medium object. 3 applications for a large object, and
What about
so
a person? Oh.
on. When applied to something that was once living, such as a body, wood, or paper, allows the matter to resist the passage of time. Each year of actual time has the effect as if only a single day has passed. The coated object has advantage on all saving throws, and the unguent never wears off unless magically removed by a spell such as Dispel Magic. This is an unguent of timelessness. You have 9 applications of it.
So what you're saying is, if you coat a person in it,
I believe they have to be dead.
oh,
Once living.
oh, but what if it's undead?
It was once living.
Yeah, they're not.
Oh, shit! Better make someone an undead. Quick,
No!
kill my
Syr,
character.
Were you there when they open up the glass body? The glass coffin?
Nope. It was me and Cole and Mabehi.
We were dipshits.
Fer'edir, make a intelligence check.
No.
Oh boy. Fer'edir's not the brightest cookie.
Yeah, you're not the brightest
though.
cookie,
What
but
do you mean?
you recognize, after hearing the description of this, that that's probably why the body in the glass container was still intact. That it was probably coated in this.
The lady of the house, Rochilda, she had this on her.
Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah. So now you have that.
I do. I put this in my bag of holding.
Okay.
What
Take
is it
out
called
the
again?
I take out the necklace I picked from her body. Does it have that substance, like the residue on it?
Not on that.
Should I
Okay.
cast Identify on this necklace, do you think?
You can if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Syr's paranoid enough.
Okay. There is nothing magical about it.
Okay.
It's just pretty.
You're just gonna hand it back to Fer'edir.
So I heard that it is a dove necklace with pearls. Like, what does that look like? Is it like a little pendant of a dove?
Yeah.
Is it a dove carved out of a pearl?
No, it's a pendant of a dove with pearls around it.
Okay. How big is it?
It's fairly.
body.
It is fairly sizable in that respect that it's worth a lot of money. Just
Would
just
I,
say.
with my smith's tools, have the capability to fashion this into a hairpin?
You can make a check. I'd say you would have to try it.
Break it though.
You would have to try it.
No, I'm not gonna risk breaking it. I'll find someone who's a professional to do it later.
Just know, I've told you the price before. This is about 455 gold.
Okay.
So,
I don't know if we've slept yet, but when we get up in the morning, can I buy materials that are needed to make nets?
yeah, easy enough. I'd say it'd be a silver piece.
How much?
A silver piece. How many nets are you making?
I have enough to make like 3 nets.
All of them.
3 silver pieces.
Anyone in the party have jeweler's tools? I don't think so.
Enough to just check, like the practice making nets. I'm proficient in it, but never. I don't know. I'm feeling nets are going to be useful sometime.
Okay.
Also, I will be right back.
Okay. I'm glad you found the item. Do-do-do.
I put my runes on my new long swords, so
Not
they are good to
the
go.
axe.
I mean, I only have 3 runes, so you know.
I get it. I guess.
I am back. Where are we
But
off
now
to
you're
next?
making me feel bad about my choices.
So, Ferry,
Oh boy.
Fine, fine.
where are we off
Battle axe
to next
does
on our
the amount of
wonderful
damage.
road trip?
Put 1 rune on a battle axe and 1 rune on the sword.
Oh, you know what? I've been traveling with Fer'edir for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and make an executive decision. Congratulations, Fer'edir.
What happened? I'm tuning out. What?
Fer'edir went from a 2 to a 3.
Woo!
Oh, I have to update the puppet skill.
I'm climbing the totem pole.
Nice.
I'm an asshole who's going to be keeping that puppet skill now.
I
Gamesh
just
better
need to
watch
save
out.
Syr's life a few more times and I might get
Don't
to
worry,
4.
Gamesh is an 8, and the next highest is a 5. I think.
And I think it's Asif.
Yeah, I think Gamesh is good.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe Fer'edir and Syr are just gonna become BFFs.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So,
Where are we up to now?
anything you want to do within the city?
I've done what I wanted to do. Wait. Damn it, if only Asif were here, we could kill Drusilla's son again.
Yeah.
Would too.
Yeah, we would.
What? I
That would be her first priority.
I mean, hey, go off.
what? What are you into now?
Can I ask? I've met the guards here, right?
Just realized my pups are
Yeah,
behind me.
you've met the captain of the guard, I believe.
Yeah, can I ask him what happened to Drusilla's son?
Okay. You head out and look for Captain Romadus Vornberry.
Yeah.
Heading up to the guard quarters, you ask for him. They say that he's out, but they will summon him back as soon as he can come back. He will.
Cool.
You wait about 10 or so minutes, and then walking in through the front door, you see the small gnome captain. Older, silver-haired, big-nosed, wrinkly gnomish man with bright blue eyes.
Yeah.
His hair is long and tied into a tight and short ponytail, hidden inside his emblazoned helmet that you see as he does take off the helmet. A crossbow is hung across his back, and a small sword at his waist. He walks in. Oh, hello! How are you all? It's been so long.
Yeah, this-
We're pretty good.
I haven't seen you since the summer games. Oh, what a time! What a time!
Yeah, that was such a long time ago. I have a question. Whatever happened to Drusilla's son?
Drusilla's son. Well, he was charged within the full lengths of the law and is currently in prison. Up at Bordeaux.
Should not have told her that.
Okay, and what would the conditions at this prison be like?
Oh, well, they are plunged into the deep darkness of the mountain and have to breathe in sulfur and poisonous fumes for the rest of their lives.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Thank you. That's great news.
No problem. It's one of Borodor's best prisons. In fact, the best prison in the kingdom.
I can see why.
Mm-hmm.
It is
The
only
mountain,
fitting.
the volcanic mountain, heats up the cells of the walls and is incredibly hard to escape if you're not prepared for it. You can either, sleep on your cot or burn your hands on the metal grates. It's all fun.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. That's great news. I'm gonna cast sending to Asif and inform her of Drusilla's son's fate.
Okay.
All right, you sadist fuck.
Captain
You get a
Robinus.
reply that is like laughing for a few seconds and then just nice. That's
Right,
it. That's
I
the whole
forgot that
reply.
Ace was a 12-year-old boy.
Perfect. That's all I wanted.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have one last quick little thing. Is there? I probably have been told this before. Is there an enchanting place?
Yeah, Syr and so far that you know of, the only magical shops that Syr knows of is one in Draken and one in the capital. There's also one somewhere within Don Willow, but that's it for the knowledge of magic. Oh, then there's also the magic item shop that you found off in Dahlem, but that's in Dahlem.
And are we no longer in the capital?
At this point, you're in Stanton.
Well, okay. I guess I will go to Seer. Seer, can you make... I don't know if you can do this, but you seem good at magic. Can you make my sword less... basic, less normal. I don't like. It's something to keep it protected.
Hmm.
I don't know. And look into it.
Okay. Thank you.
Any magic shops I know of in Stanton?
Not at all. You can investigate.
I would like to look around.
Can I help her?
Make investigation check with advantage.
24.
20.
The DC was 25.
Damn. No.
Okay.
Just wait till I get an expertise in investigation, guys. Just you wait.
So,
Are you-
looking through the town, it
Oh
takes
boy.
a while. And for the most part, you almost give up on your search. Until you find a single, lone, far-off shop.
I swear,
Hidden
this
in the back section of the city, near the lake side wall, where the docks are located.
I swear, if this shop
One shot.
also has
This-
an NPC that Syr recognizes, I'm going to riot. All the magic shops just are owned by people from Pale Light.
I mean,
Wait,
only
does Serena know what the fuck happened?
Kinda.
Oh!
I'm not sure. I don't know how much she knows. Syr didn't they didn't exactly exchange notes on the situation.
Oh, that brings me joy.
so far from what you've gathered by asking people around town, is that this place doesn't seem to have a name on it. All you know is that they are so far the only person in the town that really has knowledge of magic at all. They've been seen casting a few spells here and there. So far, they're not a shop by any means, but they are some magic user who is in town.
I'm gonna knock.
Okay.
Knock on their
You walk
door.
up to this small, pretty much a cottage off near the seawall. Lake wall. It is small, run down, in a poorer section of the city, and it's pretty clear that this area is probably a type of slums. Way
get to
far
make
away
clear.
from the major.
Syr takes one look
Breweries.
at the building and notes all of its structural disintegrities and just shakes her head a little bit before knocking.
Okay. You.
She's a woman of fine architecture.
Okay.
She's a pretentious fuck that went to college.
You do a solid on the door.
Yeah.
It takes a few moments. And then you hear the door slightly open. Chink! And you hear some type of chain that's keeping the door locked still, but it partially open. You just hear a voice say, "Can I help you?"
Yes, I was wondering if you knew how to enchant objects.
"What objects?
A sword.
What do you want with it?"
To make it less breakable.
And she's gonna turn to look at Fer'edir, to make sure that was correct.
Yes, basically, I don't know a lot about enchantments, but my other sword got dissolved, and I've heard that magic things don't get dissolved so easy.
Where did you hear? It doesn't matter. Yes. To make a sword less likely to get dissolved or otherwise broken beyond repair.
You have money.
Yes.
You see the door shuts. You hear a rattling of chain on the other side. The door opens slightly again. and it opens wide. And there you see a figure, older human man, older years, probably in his late 50s, disheveled. The hair has grown long and curly down to his neck. Currently, he wears what seems to be a cardigan over what seems to just be just old, kind of torn up mage clothes. Clearly, this figure was a mage of some renown at some point, but it's kind of just disheveled looking and kind of
Seriously,
poor.
relate.
Um, but so far, you don't know him. Uh, he has this dark brownish hair that just tangles down his head. He has a fairly sizable nose and these just deep greenish eyes that just stare at you.
I don't like that descriptor.
Yes.
Come in. And he holds the door open wide, kind of steps off to the side. And
Okay.
as he steps off to the side, this person has a beer belly. He is not in peak form. He just looks like a person almost down on their luck, like that type of look.
All right. I'm gonna have Poppet fly in ahead of me, and then I'll go in and I'll let Fer'edir follow me. But I'm gonna stay close to Fer'edir, just in case we need to get out quick. I can cast Dimension Door.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll like duck down to get through the doorway.
Yeah.
Poppet flies into the room, and immediately you see a different sight fly off towards Poppet. Somewhere nesting in the rooftop, you see a large, pure white owl just flies up and lands next to Poppet.
I immediately.
You see, he kind of sees the bird next to his, and as you walk in, he just shuts the door. He takes the chain, just locks it.
Good, so you're getting murdered today,
Mhm.
and it's not my fault.
What
I have
can
Dimension Door. I have Dimension Door.
do for you?
Yes, well, as we said, we just need a sword to be enchanted or any information on where to learn enchanting or where to get it enchanted. Anything of
Well,
that sort.
anyone with proper training can enchant. It's whatever you want done with it. That's the hard part.
Yes, well, durability, I suppose? Just increased durability?
Just to make it so it doesn't. So it resists non magical damage.
It can be improved in any way that is able.
Well, we would be on a.
Or
Well,
if you have a sword that is already enchanted, that is purchasable, I could possibly look at that.
I can enchant something for you. You want a purely magical item. A sword turned magical. That's easy. I can do that.
Okay! Sounds great. Sounds like he,
How much would that be?
Gotta see the weapon.
I pull out one of my new long swords.
Hmm. 500.
500 gold?
Yeah.
I can do that, yes.
Do you want me to do both of them for 1,000?
Oh, I don't have that much.
Do you have anything to trade?
Perhaps. Let me just take a little look-see here.
I will say,
I have this dagger, and I'll pull out the vicious dagger. It is very sharp.
that would put you on the up and up.
Syr with her various wondrous items.
That dagger is probably worth about 400. Mix that with anything else.
I have exactly 600 gold pieces.
Then I can do both swords. Or I can do one sword and make it a +1.
Let's do that. Yes, that one.
Make it help you in attacking and everything. Give me 3 days, I can have it done.
Okay.
He
I
holds his hand out for
give
the weapon.
him the money.
Okay.
He
hand
holds his
him-
hand out for a
you hand him
weapon and he gets
600
money.
gold? And the dagger?
I give him 600. I give him 599 gold, 10 silver, and the dagger.
Okay. He'll take
And I
it
am cleared out.
and he'll count it in front of you, making sure every cent is there. Takes the dagger, looks at it again. Kind of like puts it somewhere within his robe. Give me the sword.
I think he was already holding it.
Okay. He takes over the sword.
Didn't I? I thought I already gave it to him. I don't know.
I would have imagined you took it back, so that's why I said it.
Oh, okay. Well, I will quickly take my rune off of it so that I can put it on something else if I need to.
Okay.
I'll put it onto my other longsword.
And is
Ooh.
there
I have so many now.
is there something that we can call you?
Cassian.
Nice to meet you, Cassian. You can call me Syr.
Nice to meet you, Syr.
Mm.
Leave me alone for 3 days and I'll have it done.
That sounds like a deal.
He sets it on this junk-filled, small, almost coffee table-esque table. Walks back to the door, twists, takes out the chain lock, and opens it up again. I'll see you in 3 days.
See you then. And Syr's gonna give a polite wave as she leaves, with Poppet flying back down to her shoulder.
I will also wait.
The owl-
Thank you very much.
Okay. As you say that, you watch as the owl flies up and lands on his shoulder, and he just shuts the door.
Well,
I
that
like
was
this guy.
successful.
Yes, that went very well.
Okay. You have 3 days.
Yeah. I don't have anything I need to get done.
We
Not
wait
without any
3
magic
days.
around.
Okay. You wait 3 days. 3 days is going to cost you an additional. We'll put it at a solid 2 gold pieces for the tavern, and then an additional 1 gold piece for the stabling.
I've got that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I am very poor now.
You have nothing. You have $0.
If you
I
wanted
have
to, you can
52
attempt to.
silver pieces.
If you wanted to, you can attempt to sell off the items that you were given.
I
as
was
part of
thinking we should wait for Gamesh and Mabehi to be back, because I don't know if there's stuff from that they want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you all
In
want
that
to
case,
sell or
I
do?
could not have done any of that I just did.
What?
Because I jumped the gun and added that 300 to my gold. So, actually,
So what
Wait,
you're
300?
saying is,
I was 300 gold short of 1,000.
Wait.
Oh.
Where'd you get 300 gold?
Not 300. What was it? Yeah, it was 300 from the items that we found.
Oh, you
I
all
did the
haven't.
math. It came up to 311, and one person would get 312, or the extra would go into group fund. But if we didn't do that, then
Oh, so you
never
just
mind
sold.
No.
on the sword.
None of that happened.
So you just okay.
Wow, that.
Here, I still have
Control Alt Delete.
170. I still have 170 platinum.
Jesus.
Oh,
Would that
look.
would that help to cover it?
Yeah.
Would
Just mark
it-
off. I would say, just
30
mark off 300
300 what? Platinum?
of the gold from that platinum.
So that's 30 platinum, right?
Yeah, mark off 30 platinum. And would that be enough
Okay.
for Fer'edir to still cover the rest? Um, Laura?
Okay. What? Yes, Fer'edir had the rest. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll mark off 30 platinum.
Yeah, don't add gold until you've actually sold something.
I thought that we had agreed upon it. I misinterpreted the
I
conversation.
just told you the price amounts of what they're all worth.
It's fine. It's fine. Syr's more than willing to cover it.
I am little dumb.
Also, just so you all know, in the description of the rapier, it is a fragile ceremonial rapier.
Yeah.
So it's the little bitch version of a sword.
Yes, it's a decorative sword.
I just still don't know if Mabehi would still want that.
Yeah, you can all discuss it next time, but I'm just
Or if, like,
yeah, just so it's out there.
Gamesh wants anything from it. I just didn't want to sell anything without. Double checking with everyone. I just felt like that might be going a little too far.
By the way, Fer'edir promises to pay Syr back because she feels bad.
So I'm gonna say it's no trouble, really. It's just 30 platinum.
Not
It is a lot.
30 platinum, you crackhead.
And besides, keeping you in the best fighting position benefits me. So win-win.
Fer'edir's speechless. She doesn't know what to say.
Syr has gone up in Fer'edir's scaling of friends.
okay. So you all wait 3 days in the town of Stanton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna go around, visit the people that I know.
Yeah. Do you visit Alexander?
Yeah, I've forgotten who that is, but sure. Who's that?
So, Alexander Wesker. He owns the Wesker Brewery in town.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. I'll visit. I'll stop by for a drink that I don't actually drink and just hand to Fer'edir.
Okay. Fer'edir, you taste the drink, and it's a good citrusy beer. And from what you can tell, and from what all of you can kind of see, this town is definitely a beer town, and it resides on the three breweries. The Weskers, who are very prominent. Their building, from what you've seen, Syr, has changed a bit. There is more open air seating, and it is more sizable. You notice different changes, and a lot more people are coming to Wesker's Brewery than in past years. In fact, it almost seems to be matching that of the Stanton Brewery. That is the biggest.
Also, I have a question. Everybody's recognizing me, but I must look kind of crazy because I bet I just have like my roots showing and the rest of my hair is dyed brown.
Yeah. So far, Ramdas was the only one who kind of recognized. He more recognized Gamesh, honestly.
Fair enough on his end.
Yeah. Other than that, there is no more Maquette Brewery, as the Maquettes, stuff happened with them.
They're either dead or in prison.
Or both.
Mm-hmm. It has been picked up seemingly as a separate brewery. Let's see.
I mean, hey, ever been to a beer town?
It is now the Colanthir Brewery.
The what?
Colanthir Brewery. Asking around, it is now owned by one Yandu Colanthir. Which none of you know that name.
Hopefully he's not a vampire.
From what you can tell, the business has suffered. There's very few people there. And so far, most of the business seems to be at the other two. But going into the Wesker's Brewery, you are brought up if you announce yourselves as your old name as the Vanguard. And you can meet with the young 28-year-old blonde Alexander Wesker and his wife Shauna. Sorry, sister Shauna.
Yeah.
And he will ask about George, where he is, and stuff to that effect. But he seems happy to see you, Gamesh.
I will give him the vaguest possible answers.
Yeah. He'll ask about Asif,
Again, the vaguest
Karn, and
vaguest possible answer to all of these people.
Because Syr's a paranoid fuck.
But he seems fairly happy to see you all.
I can't remember what this Wesker did. It's anyway.
Yeah. Other than that, a easy 3 days goes by, and you make your way back towards Cassian's small shack. And walking up, you go to knock on the door.
Yes, I do. I do knock on the door.
As you go up and begin to ascend the steps up to his small shack, the door opens before you're even able to knock. You see Cassian there once again. This time a little bit more put together. You see the cardigan's off, and he's currently just in his robes. You see he does seem tired, like he's probably not slept very well. You see he rubs some dust out of his eyes, and is currently holding a very bright and shining longsword.
Step aside to let Fer'edir take it from here.
Careful with this, it's sharp. And he kind of hands it out to you.
She will carefully take it.
She just
Thank
grabs
you.
it by the blade. Her hand is
Yeah.
dripping in blood. No response on her face. She's just stoic.
No, she gingerly takes it. She respects the blade.
No, I know.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. It is amazing.
I'm glad you like it. Thank you for paying me.
Thank you for enchanting a sword.
If you need anything else, let me know.
Will do.
He just nods his head. Bye. Shut the door.
Bye.
Yeah, that's
She
it.
gets along so awkwardly with other wizards.
Well, that's an awkward wizard.
But like every interaction Sarah's had with a different wizard, it's just always been mildly awkward. Sarah's just odd around other wizards. Something that the character has decided for herself. I guess we're on the road again.
On the road again.
Fer'edir and Syr. Wait, Fer'edir,
Yeah.
do you want to practice? Do you want to like make our own little road tripping song with my mandolin and your flute?
Oh god.
Did you guys practice more?
I would have, yes.
Yeah.
Roll more performance checks. 2.
Okay. How many?
I fear.
That's much better.
I'd say just 1 in general for now.
Okay.
So this time this year you're back, and playing your mandolin as good as you ever were, and you feel confident now. And then you hear the shrill sound of a flute coming from your room, and
Okay.
it's a strange combination of noise. The beautiful mandolin magically amplifying sound and making a beautiful harmony, and not good breath control on a flute.
I'm very encouraging with Fer'edir.
Yeah, and I mean you are learning this, but everyone's practice is a little harder for them at first.
I'm very
But I would say with 2 days of practice, um, for both of you, Syr, you're probably done with your book, um, and you now know 4 different songs that are
I thought 5.
5. Sorry, 5 songs for the mandolin.
Amazing.
Fer'edir, you're getting further within your book. Um, it'll take more practice.
I know 3 notes.
Yes,
Yeah, no, I would just like to say
And,
Syr is very encouraging with Fer'edir.
yeah, and I will say, Fer'edir, as you look through your book, the book, its notes are very simple, and the short songs that it conveys are pretty simplified. And just by looking at the the musical sheet that you got in the tomb, it is way more fancy and difficult than anything you've ever seen. Like all of your context for the flute, whatever this is insane compared to what you're learning.
Fer'edir, would you have let Syr borrow that book at some point?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, Syr would have likely read the entire thing due to her magic goggles.
Yes.
And-
Technically, you can play the music too, because flutes and mandolins are both sea instruments.
Ahaha. Syr would have gone.
Probably doesn't mean much if you don't know instruments, but you basically it means you can read the same sheet music.
Yeah, Syr's gonna go out and buy a flute, which I believe was 2 GP. Did she
Yeah.
find a flute?
Yeah.
Amazing. Syr's gonna buy a flute. She won't play it around Fer'edir though.
By the way, with the completion of your book, I will say that you can have proficiency with mandolins.
Mandolins.
Yeah.
Okay. I
As
thought I
you-
already
as
had
you-
that.
Do you?
I should have, because you said that I magically learned how to play the instrument when I attuned to it.
I think when you take a level in Bard, you also get to choose a bunch of instruments you're proficient in.
You get to choose one, and I chose the lute because that was what was close. Like mandolins aren't technically in the game.
Yeah, mandolins are a type of lute.
Okay, then you have it.
Yeah. I'm also reading Fer'edir's flute book.
I think it's a lute,
Yeah,
but
you
with
probably
more
finish it, but it will take
strings.
practice to actually learn it.
Oh yeah, Syr would practice it, just away from Fer'edir.
Make another performance check then. So
We're both having a rough
yeah,
time
you
with the
you
flute.
finish with your mandolin training, and you feel confident in that. And then you try out your new flute that you bought. And together, you and Fer'edir, just sound horrid. And at some point throughout one of the nights, someone will come banging on your door saying, "Can you stop killing the cat? I'm so sad. Stop killing it."
Hang on.
And someone just thinks you're killing the cat.
Someone who can play the flute, I can tell you, it's pretty hard to screech a flute. You have to like try to make
Syr's going to
cast silence on us.
Hang on, wait, what can my mandolin cast, huh? Let's look at that.
It has a good
God,
list.
I need Fer'edir to learn how to play this thing so that I can learn how to play this thing.
Listen, Fer'edir and Syr are
Doubt
gonna
there's
learn how
even
to play
sheet
the
music
flute
to go
together.
along with it, but
Are we just creating bonding moments for our characters now? Learning how to play the
Yes.
flute?
it's perfect.
When that
Graham,
person
is there
comes with-
actual sheet music for this flute piece?
Are you gonna try to play it IRL?
I mean, maybe. I'm
Oh, that'd
bad
be-
at playing the flute, but I could try.
I would have to look into that. I
Okay.
technically don't have a piece, but I can find something that would work akin to it.
Okay.
But you don't know
Fer'edir,
much about the piece, so.
Wait, Laura, didn't you say Fer'edir wasn't gonna start a band with Syr? Now what are we doing?
I mean, she'll start a band if Syr wants to. She's not gonna like bring up the idea because she
I don't
doesn't-
think either of them are gonna bring up the idea. I think eventually we're just gonna get good enough at rolling performance.
I don't know. I get a +2. I'm not
And
sure
we're-
I can roll very well.
And we're just gonna get I get a +7, it's fine. I'll carry us. I'll become a glamour bard and enthrall everybody.
I'm just the muscle for the band. I'm the bodyguard, but I also play the dainty little flute.
Let's be honest here. If this party starts a band, we all know Syr would be the main person playing.
Instead of a beach episode, we have a band episode. We all
Yeah.
become band kids.
We just quit adventuring and go to a music school. We go to Juilliard. We go to fantasy Juilliard.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you all wish to do now?
I guess we just keep traveling.
Yeah, aren't we going to Gamesh's place or something?
Technically, yes.
Where are we going?
So, to get to Zem, you have to go to Make first. A small mountainous town. Over here.
Every time you say mountains, I just like have this intense feeling.
You have a similar reaction to every time I have a reaction whenever Graham mentions anyone of magical ability.
Yeah.
Or the possibility of me finding anyone familiar, I just have a mini heart attack. It's like Pavlovian at this point.
Yeah, but mine is excitement.
Yeah, mine is dread. Yours is excitement. We are that theater tragedy comedy mask.
Okay. So, making your way out of Stanton. The horse at this point, after 3 days, is better, actually. And you're able to move
Better,
your
dude.
full space again.
We'll kill this horse.
Dies.
You better fucking not kill my horse.
So, in
It's
a
not
full
more.
in a full day of travel, you can just make it to Make. You might have to travel a little bit at night, about an hour only.
I'm gonna look at Fer'edir. Do you want to travel at night again?
That's fine with me.
Okay, hopefully the horse doesn't get hurt this time. I continue on.
Okay.
Just tell the horse to stop being a little bitch.
Make a perception check.
Are we both doing this?
One of you can choose advantage if you want it, or you can both do it.
I've got a pretty good perception.
You can go ahead and do it with advantage.
Okay.
I have a +2 to perception.
Hey. 18.
With 18, you are able to steer the horse in a good direction as to not injure it. So, your horse does not take any damage or suffer any consequences for night travel at a decent speed as you are going in your carriage.
Yes.
And I will say, the day of travel consists of the soft rolling hills that are conducive of the farmland around Stanton. Large fields of barley and hops and wheat are grown here. And as you get further closer to Make, however, the fields turn more rocky. They go from flat, rolling hills to sharp, rocky hills. Additionally, to the north of where you currently are, you see the mountain almost begins to close, and there is a strange sight to the far north. That of almost like a desolate landscape further north you go. But making your way through the night to Make, you see a town that has been built next to a large ridge line that spans the northern side of the town like a spine serpent almost, currently just delving its way through the rock and earth, making its way north. There it joins a large series of mountains that just takes up most of the northern visage that you all can see. The town is unwalled to most of the extent that you can see. And as you get closer to the town, as it is nightfall, you have to look for a place to sleep. You find a sizable tavern, and seemingly the only one that actually has a place for you to lay your horses to bed. Paying the 5 silver piece stabling fee, you are able to head into this establishment.
Yes, yes.
This
Here we go.
Tavern. Sorry, one sec. I'm trying to find decent music for this. Is called the Midnight Hammer.
That does not sound like a stripper club at all.
Not even a lot. I would never name something sounding like that.
And walking in.
Are there strippers?
No. Immediately, what you get, however, is a change from what you're used to. This is a dwarven town with a dwarven society. And all you see are dwarves, as far as you can see. Behind the counter is a older dwarven man, late into his years, currently passing out drinks with the speed of a much younger person. It's almost like as if Mebehi were a dwarf and dexterously passing out drinks, but was incredibly old. This place is packed to the brim with different.
That is an imaginative thought that I enjoy.
Yeah. But this place is filled with dwarves, all around. Most are taking in their drinks, and normally you would see this as a rowdy situation. But a lot of people are somber, quiet. There is an eeriness within the music that is being played in the room, as well as the people within it as well. And even though this dwarf is passing out beer left and right super fast, he's not talking as much as you would guess, and there is no super loud noise. And all the people here, all the dwarves, are older figures, probably minors, currently drinking away their sorrows at night.
Oh, well,
There
this is
is,
totally sad.
I will say, 2 people who are not dwarves, currently in the far back of the room. Would you like to describe yourselves?
All right. You go first.
I told you, bitch.
Go
Oh
first.
no, honey.
No, go
Before
first.
beauty.
Go first.
That's how it works in this thing.
Fuck you,
Sorry.
go first. Go first.
Why are you all fighting over who goes first?
Go first.
I'm not fighting. I'm literally just being quiet and waiting for him to shut the fuck up so I can speak.
You told me to shut the fuck up so you can speak.
Oh, it hasn't worked in the past, honey. You don't really know how to take helpful instruction. So,
It was so quiet for so long.
shut up.
We had peace for a minute there, Fer'edir.
Let's
For
be
like
real.
a solid
The girl I'm about to describe is gonna hit on Syr and Fer'edir like real quick, and she's not gonna have time to fight with his dumb ass.
Oh.
So,
Fucking... Oh, great.
I told you I made a horny pirate. We were aware of this.
God fucking...
So if she's a horny pirate with boundaries.
Fucking hypocrite.
It's not hypocritical. She has boundaries. Alright, sitting... Well, more standing, leaning on the bar, you see an elf lady, in a large blue, naval officer style coat. She's very ornate boots that I didn't spend too long drawing. That's fine. On her shoulder there is a
Parrot.
suck my dick, Warren. On her shoulder there is an eagle-like bird with its back and feathers are black and its underbelly is white with a vibrant yellowy orange beak. Her hair is white blonde. Like, it's blonde, but it's platinum.
What? Platinum blonde. Yeah.
But it's not platinum. I don't know. We're not color theorying up in this bitch. We're not doing that.
Would you say sun-bleached?
That sounds like a good way to describe what I was gonna do in less than 18 words. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let me.
I will say, as soon as Syr notices this eagle, she's going to pop it in her hands.
Okay.
Let me find a reference photo.
Oh, you weren't prepared? I was overly prepared.
No.
Dude, I have half a painting right now that I'm working on.
I guess. Okay, let me.
Also, that did not spend too long drawing the boots thing. It's a complete and utter lie.
Suck my dick, babe!
It's a complete and utter lie. I've been on a call with her for like 15 minutes straight where she's just like, oh, is this boot too ornate? Nah, I better make it more ornate.
I spent like 2 goddamn hours on those boots.
She really did. It was an unholy amount of time for boots. Sorry, I'm sorry. Please describe your character, Warren.
Oh, it's okay.
Mind you,
So-
I'm doing this in Illustrator. These don't look that complicated, but they were a bitch and a half.
Hey, shush.
So, what you see before you is a very tall. No surprise.
Yeah, you have a character type.
Shut up.
True.
is a very tall, kind of hard to tell gender, but well, that is considering the fact that this individual is wearing full clad plate armor from head to toe, no skin or facial features of any sort showing, and this armor is very ornate, covered in gold. What's the term for a two-headed eagle? I
What
can't
the
remember.
fuck?
Yeah, there's multiple markings of two-headed eagles with their wings splayed out on multiple different parts of the armor, notably on the gauntlets, the shoulder pieces, and the chest. And multitudes of golden chains are wrapped around the shoulder pieces, very ornate pieces of gear, and has halfway down to the waist is a what's the term of it, like a tabard, so a long fine cloth that covers most of their legs, along with their very, very bulky and heavy looking leg plate armor, along with their arms. And yeah, they've also got a few skulls here and there surmounted on their armor, along with a seal of an eye with a piece of tapestry slightly jaded, more like old parchment with a bunch of runes and some sort of language scribbled on the side. And yeah, the helmet has red eye, I guess like red glass for the that's over the eye holes, and which completely obscures the eyes of the individual. And this helmet has no seeable, I guess, flap for the mouth. So basically, it's a fully concealed helmet. Very ornate, along with their entire outfit, which I will give a reference image to. If I can fucking do this.
Just so you know, I'm going to drag both you and Vanetta into a chat.
And that's what they look like.
He fits through the door.
That's not suspicious.
Nope.
That's not suspicious.
So, I'm going to drag both of you into a chat for a second.
Okay. Yay.
So,
Yes.
you two have been in the town of Make for a little bit. I believe I briefed you a little bit on this. Essentially,
Didn't brief me at all, but that's fine.
You briefed us a little bit, like on the reasons why I was being there, but that's about it.
yeah.
You briefed him, not me.
I told him generally what he would expect is going on in the town.
We're
I meant to
finding
brief you,
child
but
kidnappers.
I had a busy weekend.
No, you're fine. I also had a busy week.
Um,
I'm not giving you shit. I'm just saying
yeah.
like I might not have background information that you think I have.
So, both of you are currently in this town for different reasons. It is a small, far-off hub of mining, generally untouched by or unthought of by many of the major players within the kingdom. A lot of people tend to come here to get away from the kingdom itself and just make a life in mining, which is a lot of what this city does. It is a mining town. They mine for many different things, though. There are some very deep mithril mines that the higher trained dwarves are sent to, but for the most part, irons and other type of minerals like coppers are mined here. Currently, though, children have been going missing. Mostly children. So far, 33 dwarven children and 6 dwarf adults have gone missing within the past few months. No one knows why. There is currently a curfew on the town for any child, but it has not helped. Many of these children disappear from their own homes. No one knows what is going on. The two of you already have past knowledge of each other. And
Mhm.
That we will decide later.
yes, and Garrick currently is looking into the missing children problem within this town. I would assume that you two are trying to work together in some capacity
Trying
because
to.
there is a reward for the finding of the missing kids.
How much?
It's not really a gold amount. Moreover, it is a certain set amount of mithril, depending on how many are found.
Hmm. Interesting. That feels rare.
Very
Creepy.
rare, yes. If you can
Yeah.
get a single child, you'll probably get a small bit of mithril. If you find all of them, it is a hunk of mithril worth your weight in gold.
Okay.
Some of these
My
kids,
weight. I weigh
it's
a fuck ton.
it's a figure of speech, but it would be very beneficial. You could probably make a good amount of items or just sell it off for a good price. But that's if you can get every one of these kids back, and
So,
no one has found them in the few months that this has been happening.
question.
Yes,
Dead or alive
both.
to find these kids? Oh.
If you are able to
Hey.
find them at all, that is considered now. At first, it was alive. Now, it is considered a boon to find them at all, as many people have given up and believe the town is being cursed. I need both of you to roll a d6 for me, please.
A D6. Oh god, I haven't.
Yes.
It's been so long since I've rolled dice.
Over yourself.
Wow.
For you.
Look at that.
You have heard that there are currently rock slides to the north, and that people are saying to avoid the passes in the mountains toward the Zemnian Heights.
That's exactly where we're going.
Can you roll one? Oh, you rolled one as well. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Both of you have heard this. This is one of the pieces of news that is going on throughout the town at this point.
Okay, are these rock slides? How long have they been going on for? Around the same time as these kids been going missing?
A couple weeks at most. This is a
Oh.
newer thing that has happened. No one knows what's causing the rock slides. All they know is that the pass towards the Zemnian Heights is currently very dangerous, and you're to avoid it.
My doctor scared the shit out of me.
So, that is currently what you know. And currently, you two are probably talking about this situation as the party enters the tavern.
Oh, I can't wait to reveal my genius voice that I'm gonna use for my character.
If
It's not gonna
that's
be
it, okay.
I was gonna say.
I was about to say if that's it.
We are gonna have a problem because that will literally
Nice
turn
to
me
meet you.
Okay,
into a meltdown.
let's go back.
You just said it and then you never change it. It never gets
Yeah.
changed.
Okay. So, the party enters into the tavern. And currently, what you see is a majority dwarven population, very sad and almost in a depressive state.
Mood.
And it's only shifted
Same.
by the two very staunchly not dwarves within this establishment, currently sitting at a back table. And both of you do see these 4 individuals walk into the place. They are, as you probably know them, a small kobold, a orc fellow, a human, and a tall Goliath.
Seer just looks like such the odd one out in this group now.
Yeah, you're the only human now.
I'm the only human. Yeah. I just look like I travel with a bunch of weird people. Which is true. I mean, Seer's gonna go up to the barkeeper and ask about getting a meal for all 4 of them in some rooms. 2 rooms we can share.
Yeah. You need rooms?
Yes, 2, please, if that's possible.
2 rooms for the additional outsiders. Let me see what I got. He goes over to his set of keys and begins looking through it. 2 rooms, 6 silver pieces. You pay him.
Yes, and then how much will the meal be, as well as drinks?
Meal is same as the room price.
Okay, so that's 12 silver. Does the meal come with drinks? No.
No. You want drinks with that?
Yeah.
Drinks as well.
Drinks
Mug or gallon?
Everyone. And Syr gets water.
Gamesh will probably say a gallon for him.
Okay.
And I bet he doesn't drink.
No. So a gallon could probably do Fer'edir and Gamesh.
Just a gallon.
Gamesh will fork over the 2 silver.
Or actually, Syr would ask for a bottle of wine. Not like super great wine, just
Y'all
just
keep
Wine?
assuming that
10
Ferret
gold.
here drinks now. Okay.
Well, Gamesh will probably drink it anyways. 10 gold for the bottle of wine.
yeah. I don't assume Fer'edir drinks now. Syr just handed her drink to Fer'edir because I assumed Fer'edir was closest.
He slams the bottle of wine on the table as well as the gallon of ale for Gamesh. Sit over on that table. He points to the table currently off to the left of the 2 individuals. I'll get your meals out to you.
Alright, thank you.
He looks off to one of his fellow dwarves, sends off an order, and you go and sit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Fer'edir, are we going to practice our flutes tonight?
Yes, we could do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think practice can hurt.
I am still not good, so practice would be helpful.
I am also not good.
Or I'm sure you're better than I am.
So,
You heard me. We were both pretty bad.
the tavern keeper comes out in about a couple minutes with meals for all 4 of you. Sets them
Yes.
down around the tavern, around the table, sorry. Anything else I can get you?
Not for me, thank you.
Okay. He walks off to some of the other tables, seeing if anyone needs anything. He immediately goes to where the 2 other people are. Anything I can get you?
Well, I'd take another ale if that would be not too much trouble.
Can be done.
Thank you.
I don't need anything. I'm fine, thank you.
Understood. He turns and walks off.
Why do you sound like the rat from the fucking the movie with the evil rats with the magic? And they have mice and
The great mouse detective. You're talking about.
no.
That wasn't what I was going for, but close enough.
Mouse.
Man, right out of the gate.
Like where the mom is sick and
Right out of the gate. No stoppage to
no,
it. Just
it's not the rescuers and it's not Despero.
No, not Desperado. The great mouse detectives.
It's not the Great Mouse Detective.
What is it?
I don't even get a second. Okay, that's how I talk.
Are you sure it's not Radigan?
I am fairly sure. It's the secret in Nim. Fuck.
Oh!
Jesus Christ. But like the old rat.
Okay, I don't think I've seen The Secret of Nim, but I know you're talking about.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, we went off on a rat mission.
I'm so interested.
It's an old magic rat. And there are evil rats that are kicking people out of their. Wait.
There goes
Yeah, The Secret of Nim is a wild ride.
well,
No. Be brief. Yes.
there goes
And they have
that.
to move their house because of a garden.
I had one job.
Is his name Nicodemus?
I don't know. I'm gonna send you. I'm so sorry.
I'm like watching a video of this now.
Jonathan Frisbee. What an honor.
Wow. Not 4 seconds in.
Yeah.
Is this it?
I just sent. Oh yeah.
Okay, I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it.
But did you? But the voice.
That is funny.
God
Oh
sake.
my God, those lovely memories from
Um,
the child.
So the tavern keeper walks back up, brings you your ale, waits for the payment.
I'll pay him. Just tell me how much it is.
Your needs.
Also, I never
4 copper.
learned how much starting gold I got. Oh no, you said do that. No, it's for the pirate thing.
Personally, I cannot-
Starting amount for your level,
Yeah.
I'd say 2,000 gold.
Why, thank you.
Actually-
I wouldn't mind at all.
Make it 1,500.
1,000. Jeez,
That's
I got
about-
200.
She's a
That's-
pirate though.
She is a pirate.
Yes.
She's a pirate. She's going out on the mainland for now.
I personally can't remember what my starting goal would be. Probably not much.
For you,
Why isn't it written down?
You just had to ask him what your starting goal was.
Learned mine, honey.
Just learned yours. Not even 4 seconds into new characters and you're
I'm not fighting with you. I'm not.
Lose.
Hey, Warren, is your character secretly 6 goblins in a suit of armor?
No. God.
Warren,
Right,
you would have
okay,
400.
Stop. Give the man a minute.
You would have 400
No,
gold.
That was an inside
Literally give me a
Laura
minute. It
and
has
I.
not been a minute since.
No, that was literally an inside joke between Laura and I.
Yeah. Warren, you would have 400.
It was great.
That's
That
fine.
wasn't a Raz.
I can deal with that.
That wasn't a Raz.
It was like a little bit of a razz.
It was not a Raz.
Literally calling my character 4 goblins in a trench coat.
6 goblins in a suit of armor.
That's
One for each limb, one for the torso, and one for the head.
Fucking medieval Voltron, but goblins.
I mean, it'd be more like 4 because he's like this figure's like 8 feet tall in a bit.
That's why there's.
He's a fucking Asimar, isn't he?
It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out once.
Yeah,
Scratch
we'll
back.
figure it out in the session where.
You fuckers are so
Maybe.
lucky that I didn't bring my hembo into this bitch. Somebody!
It's not
Um,
my fault. It is not my fault.
So, Warren, you would have 400 gold.
That's perfectly fine with me. I can deal with that. Also, did you roll 2 natural ones for performance?
We're learning.
You have a +7 in performance. That's not just learning.
We are learning.
So,
God.
You try playing the flute, Mr. Suit of Armor.
Sure.
suit of armor and pirate. What are you two
Fancy.
talking about at this point?
Murdered
No.
children? No,
I-
murdered children! They're murdered children!
Murdering children.
Yeah.
Syr and Fer'edir just turn around and are like, Maybe we should go somewhere else.
Maybe we should fucking bounce. Because that one's on crack. Jesus. Okay.
If the pirate lady is being too loud, my character will try to, give it a little shush. Just to keep from, making us, not too foreign, as we already are pretty foreign to this area. Because we're in a tavern full of dwarves. We're already not welcome.
You would have to... She's not going to watch her volume. I can tell you that right now.
Please. Well, let me get back into it. Please keep your tone a little bit. I think that would be appreciative.
Being very calm, I'm being very polite. Why? We're in a tavern. Taverns are for being loud.
Now, that it's you're already strangers enough. If that matters anything to you, I'd like not to be kicked out so soon.
Okay, fine.
Thank you. Well, I don't have much to talk about right now. Any ideas?
I don't know what did you need my help on?
Oh, right. There was, reports missing children and some young adults in the area. And I were hoping to investigate it. But I called you along here because I've got to be honest, you're one of the only ones I reasonably trust and reasonably matter. If that matters much to you.
It matters much to me.
Well...
Okay.
This will be a long...
Missing children.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Any information on these missing gremlins?
Well... Dwarves, actually.
Oh, children.
The children... 33 of them have gone missing, at least, if my sources aren't correct. I believe it started not too long ago, and, well, I don't know much else, so there has been a bit of word about the rock slides happening here.
Yeah, but that's just about... No. Whoa, she's tired! Yeah, but that's just about some stupid danger. That ain't about no kids.
But they could be related, considering... Well, that's basically the only thing I've got to read on.
She's not fucking Rapunzel, Jesus Christ. That could be worth looking into.
I wonder what those folk are doing in here. I mean, it was odd enough for us to be in here in the first place.
They're probably just travelers getting a drink. You don't gotta be suspicious of everybody.
I have no need of being suspicious. I'm yet hopefully optimistic.
For
they could be of use.
you want help. You want all outsiders trying to find stolen children.
Well, they get a part of it too. Or we could keep it to ourselves. That's perfectly reasonable.
You think they'll go for that one, huh?
Well, I haven't had the judge of character yet to judge them.
No.
That racket they're making perturbs me a little.
Everything
But
disturbs you.
I wouldn't say everything does, but I have no say.
Oh, then.
Also, I saw you giving them the eye a little, especially on the big one.
Given them the eye, I was given nobody the eye. Get over yourself.
We know, both of you, how your antics have been in the past. I don't want you making too much familiarity with the individuals.
You get until after this job. You get until after this job. And then I will make as much familiarity with the pretty lady as I want.
Please not try to. If you are, be safe.
What are you, my grandfather?
No, I'm nowhere near old enough to be your grandfather.
Sound pretty old to me, huh?
No, I'm quite young, actually.
Would you like to speak
Rightful in my prime.
to the outsiders? No one needs to know about your
Oof.
prime, old man.
I'm not old. I don't know where you're getting this from. I'll go speak to them if you wish.
Well, you seem to be the one that wished for their help.
I noted their existence and the possibility that they may provide help, not wishing for their help.
How many children are missing?
33.
Well,
Around.
that's gonna require help.
Quite a lot of help that if it's... I generally don't think this is a mass of individuals, since the time frame of these children going missing is quite slim. So this could be one or two individuals working together. But I have no idea what and why they would be besides that. I'll go converse with the outsiders, and you'll stay here.
I'll stay here.
If you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a drink.
I don't need anything at the moment.
Are you eating?
No.
Man,
At least not here.
Okay.
All right. And the individual gets up. And how far is their table from?
Can
Like-
we hear this?
It's like 4 feet
Yeah.
away.
Oh.
We could hear this entire conversation.
It's actually more like 6 feet. Like,
Social distancing.
yes.
COVID distance!
They are social distancing.
The coof.
Wait,
That's
could we-
why I'm wearing the armor.
Could we
Can't get near
hear?
me.
Can we hear this conversation happening?
Make a perception check.
I'm just curious.
Here's this.
Nope.
Nah, you're too. Oh, too wrapped up in playing your song. And Fer'edir, you're the only one who kind of is listening in on this. Gamesh is currently in his drink, not really paying too much attention. Maybe he's looking around the room to steal something.
Of course she fucking is.
Hush.
You're the only one who hears parts of this.
Greed and gluttony.
Sarah would be sipping on a glass of wine. Only one glass of wine.
Sipping
And
on a
filled noticeably lower than glasses of wine are normally filled.
wine, mom.
Fer'edir's not gonna do much.
That really sounds like how I drink wine.
So
I take glugs.
you
Oh.
get up and make your way over.
Yeah. Clink, clink, clink.
As you get up
Shuffling
and
with
begin
chain.
walking over,
Serial killer will follow.
you all note there is a rumbling in the area, like a small localized quake for a second. You see some of the dwarves like perk up a little bit, and when it doesn't seem to continue, you see they just go back to their normal business. Like it doesn't bother them. But you walk up to the table.
Yeah.
Syr's gonna turn to him as soon as he gets close to the table and says, hello there.
Hello there. I had to.
Don't make it weird.
Yeah, because Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh.
Can we help you?
Yes. Me and my compatriot over there have been looking into investigating the disappearances of approximately 33 dwarf children in the town. I was wondering if you had any sources or information regarding said suspicious individuals that would be possibly the cause of these disappearances.
Oh, well, unfortunately, we, quite literally just got into town.
Should we tell them about that pit of dwarf kids we saw on the way into town?
No, don't think what's wrong with him. Honestly. Do you think that's horrible? The pile of dwarf children?
The what?
You would not joke about missing children. She's better than me.
Did you say that in character, or am I just hearing things? Did you
We
actually,
put it in character, but it's not actually in character.
actually see a pile of dead dwarf children in a hole?
I wish they did!
That's kind of...
We saw it and we walked away. We walked
We
straight
just
past
cut the
it.
writing.
We didn't do anything about it. God.
We are on a mission to Zim. Get out of our way. We killed those children. They blocked the road.
Now they block the road with their bodies.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm afraid we just got into the town, quite literally not that long ago. Tonight, actually. So, no, I wouldn't say any of us would have any information on missing children.
Such a shame. Well, the contract that we took, it's an open contract, not closed. So, if you're possibly interested in collaborating with me and my compatriot, it's quite a it's quite a wholesome reward.
Would you happen to have a copy of this contract for us to look over?
Ah, shite. Would I have a copy?
If you have half a brain cell.
I do.
It's not really a contract. It's more that it's a posting for anyone.
Here, let me.
It's more of a posting for anyone.
All right, smart
Pretty ladies that want to take on a challenge. It pays very well.
Don't mind her. She's a bit.
Oh, there's no legally binding contract.
I would say more of it as a job posting than a contract.
I don't deal in the law very well.
We all know how that goes.
I'm not sure that we do. Do you have a copy of this posting?
I kind of like, kind of shuffles through, I guess like a side bag, pulls out the post. Here. I have this. The
Syr's
original.
She's going to read the page in a minute. The entire thing.
So, the
Super fast.
page essentially states that over the past few months, 33 children, 6 adults have gone missing within the town of Make. It states that there is a mandatory curfew for any minors. That is, anyone under the age of being an adult currently within the town.
Oh, I thought you meant like a literal, like someone who
No,
minds.
No, that's why I had to correct it because this is a mining town. Um,
The miners are in real danger.
yeah, yes, they are.
You better not be a kid with a pickaxe or you're getting stolen.
Um, it
It's
says
gonna really suck when you're right.
that there for the found, like if you were able to find any of the kids goes missing, even if it's just one, you will be given a set amount of mithril. If you find all of them, it will be a set amount of that mithril for that amount of kids. So if you find everyone, it basically states they will give you pounds and pounds of mithril.
And would I know what mithril is?
Yes, mithril is a legendary substance known for its durability. It is often highly sought after as being a very protective material.
Yes, 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 yes.
Hey, Fer'edir, I think this material you might want. You might want some of this for a sword or something.
Would I know what mithril is?
Well,
Yeah.
either way, we're gonna tell you, even if you don't.
It is. It could be used for a sword, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I mean, but we just got yours enchanted.
No such thing as too many sword.
There's
are
never
correct.
such a thing as too
One
many
for dad.
swords.
I'm sorry, can we get, how rude of me. You can call me Syr. Is there something I can call, you two?
Well, would you like to introduce yourself to them, or shall I do it for you?
Introduce me to people, old man, and I will remove your ability to speak.
I am not an old man, first of all.
It's a demeanor thing.
Eh, Well, you can call me Garrick. I am a paladin of the Emperor. If that is
What emperor?
the Emperor.
Yeah, that doesn't really help.
No, the Emperor.
I
That is the namesake, not the title.
Okay, I genuinely don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
It's nice to meet you.
it is nice to meet you as well. See ya. You said you're a friend of yours, Fer'edir.
I believe she is capable of introducing herself.
My apologies.
Yes, hello. I am Fer'edir. And I'll hold my hand out.
Your giant hand.
This isn't that much more giant. Probably around the same. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Alright, enough.
And what would
You
you
didn't even let me introduce myself.
I know that tone of voice. Please.
My name's Siokia. It's lovely to meet you too.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Siokia.
Syr's gonna turn into the table and just kind of like wait for them to make a decision on whether they're helping or not.
Somebody
So Fer'edir, it's up to you. Are we helping these
Like-
people?
I feel like we need to wait for Gamesh and Mabeki. Because this will kind of be a decision for them too. Because Gamesh was pretty gun-ho about getting to Zem.
Zem.
So I don't know if he wants to do another side quest.
He doesn't. The answer is he does not.
How about this? How about we decide to help them for the day tomorrow? If we don't find the children, we just leave. Or wait for Gamesh.
You all feel another localized rumble shake parts of the building. The lights flicker slightly.
Oh,
Don't like this
mudslides.
place.
That would be the
Nobody really does.
Are those mudslides common in the area?
They've only been appearing for the past couple of weeks, I'm afraid.
Recently, they're common, yes.
Has anybody checked to see if there are children in the mudslides?
That's what we'd like to find out.
I mean, this does seem awfully suspicious.
Yes.
Well, the children have been missing for longer than the mudslides have been going on, so the assumption is that it's just
A natural occurrence.
Well, it could be that, and forgive me, for this, but it could be that whoever took the children is starting to bury them.
How? You're a bitch.
You say that?
Really? No.
Forgive me, but your train of logic doesn't exactly proceed.
Well, if somebody were stealing children,
I mean,
for
it does
whatever
proceed,
purpose,
and that's the problem.
Warren, is your character Sean Connery
Yes.
in Plate?
Yes, she is.
Rip.
Is he Sean Connery in a full suit of plate armor?
Yes.
Amazing.
No, he is the rat from
I seem to have
Secret of
remembered my
Nim.
Charlemagne. May the armies
I-
be the rooks and the
The
trees,
trees, the birds, and the sky.
I kill myself right here, right now.
Listen, Ted
Live
Kennedy was
on
great.
screen.
I can't do
armies.
this anymore.
I stoutly remember my Charlemagne. Let thy armies be the rooks and the trees and the birds.
No,
and the
no,
sky.
okay.
Try.
Okay. We're
So
continuing.
hard to do a Russian accent, and Warren comes in here with fucking Sean Connery.
No, we're done with this. So he's gonna say,
Would you like me to do a Russian accent instead?
No, I would
Babushka.
really
Sean
not.
Connery. Please go back to Sean Connery.
Server mute Warren permanently. Please.
What is server muting me?
Pick him into observer only.
Нет.
Anyways, Syr's going to continue.
well, if whoever's been taking these children, if it is a who and not a what, if their use for them is starting to end, as in the children are dead or otherwise incapacitated, they would need to dispose of the body in some way. And a mudslide sounds like a good way to keep that body from being discovered easily.
This is true?
My, you think of quite grim terms, if you don't mind me saying. It's not exactly a bad thing either.
It is just the way of the world.
He's
You know,
practical
there are
thinking.
things.
Yeah, she sees in her brain.
Well, if they were to do it as such, I believe it would be a good time to bury
We
them.
could always check them out. Ugh,
Yeah.
for dead children really does put a damper on the party, doesn't it?
Quite a bit,
So,
my dear.
you all, again, feel another rumbling. This time much louder. The building shakes partially, and you see some of the lights just flicker out as the building shakes itself. You see all the dwarves are tense and looking up, and the room immediately goes fairly silent, the music itself stopping.
Bob,
And that's when you
rings.
hear noise outside. Some yells, some screams, and you see the door bursts open. You see a dwarven man, currently covered in mud and other materials, just
Great.
bursts in. Arvia's orphanage has just gone underground! Everyone out! And he runs
Then-
back out the door.
Shot. James,
There's even more kids.
you give me my music.
Don't, please.
Well,
Should we be we should be evacuating.
supposedly
yes.
yes.
Leave. I would be more than happy to keep you safe.
Now, not the time for
You are
pleasantries.
not my father.
but I am.
Yeah,
your
you're going to
advisor.
ignore these newcomers for now, and she's going to turn to Fer'edir, Gamesh, and wait.
Come on, we can go somewhere outside of town. I can just pass the tower.
As you all
Okay.
are saying this and preparing to leave outside again, you feel the ground around you shake once more, very violently, and you feel like something happens, as if the floor beneath you falls in, and suddenly you all are in a free fall for a second or more. The tavern lurches to one side. You see part of the doorway splits and rocks come crashing in, along with mud and other substances.
Out now.
And as you
Let's
crash
go.
and land on the floor, I want
I'm
all of you to
following
make
you.
a dexterity saving throw, please.
By the way, if this would be, I don't know if it's a bit meta, but if it matters, an aura of courage is amongst you, I believe.
I got a 7, so haha.
Dexterity.
Well,
What's
That's
that's
wait?
plus. Oh damn! It's a +2 to my roll, eh?
Yes, it would be.
that's a 10.
Wait. So what do we get from that aura?
I believe it's a plus. I got a 10, so
Seven.
oh well.
I actually got a 26.
I mean, you don't.
Okay, you said you'd protect me. Do you want to swap roles?
Okay, wait. If Syr did hit Siokia would try and catch her.
That would be a saving throw bonus equal to your charisma modifier, and that would be +3.
So we all
Sad.
get a +3.
Yes.
Okay. With that,
You have a 10, my dear.
Syr,
Trying to catch me.
15.
Wait, would that be a reflex save thing?
This isn't Pathfinder.
Oh, suck a dick!
What's a
Really
reflex?
want.
Don't.
it's a Pathfinder thing. Don't worry
It's
about it.
it's a weird pathfinder.
I know what
It's
it is.
not a weird Pathfinder thing. It's a weird Pathfinder thing that makes sense. Fuck off.
So, Syr, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as the building falling into a hole and
By the way,
crashing
also-
and breaking in on itself.
I also got a 10
Hurts.
because I have disadvantage with or is that with stealth
Armor.
checks?
That's stealth
That's a
checks,
stealth
I
check.
believe. Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
you
thought
have
it was
you save.
okay. I was like,
Everyone
"Oh,
else
fuck."
takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
That's like a
Honey, you okay? Both of
Immediately,
you.
the room is still filled with dwarves. You see, about 8 of them are still stuck in this now fallen tavern.
Everybody out.
And
Yes, I
immediately,
agree with Siokia. Let's get
as
out.
you all prepare to get up, you hear movement. Near where the door has collapsed in is just rubble and dirt and rock, and immediately you hear what sounds like noise. Just something is digging its way through the doorway.
Dun dun dun.
You just hear,
you need to do that.
and you
When
just
I
see
want to cast a spell.
dust. Yeah?
Mage armor.
Okay. You see dust and dirt and rock fly into the tavern. And you just hear a deep growl fills the tavern chamber. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Ooh.
Oh, you're a son of a bitch, but you're a good storyteller.
Yes. I agree. You're a great storyteller.
Thank you.
That spell was casted by accident.
Anyways, I find this very funny as Siokia, effortlessly saves herself and then tries to catch Syr, but Syr's already down. Syr's already taken the damage.
Put your own
Yeah.
oxygen mask on before you attempt to help others.
Yeah, it was, just so you know, it was a DC 14, so.
That's big oof.
Well, good thing for that aura, otherwise I would have failed.
Yes, Gamesh barely passed it.
I'm just not
Unknowingly,
a dexterous person.
unknowingly, I.
Anyway, Syr's very upset. She was sipping on wine. She was having a good time.
Oh yeah, your wine is spilled all over you at this point.
Oh,
Oh, Syr's so upset.
don't you
Yeah.
have prestidigitation?
You
So
don't
just-
know what
just
I
so
have.
you all
Shut
know,
up,
The
Garrick.
tavern, from what you can tell, has collapsed into a hole.
Sinkholes,
The
missing
entirety of it.
children. Fucking
What?
giant spiders!
What happens to the children?
So yeah,
The
I
giant
hope you,
spider made of
I hope you all
children.
enjoyed tonight's session.
Is this gonna be like what's that one movie called with those graboids?
What?
You
What?
ever seen that?
Okay, at least people kind of knew what I was talking about.
Is it it's the one with it's the one with Kevin fuck, what was his name?
Bacon?
Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
No, I haven't ever
Tremors.
seen a movie.
Have you ever seen Tremors?
No, I don't consume
Thanks.
bacon.
Basically,
Plane.
giant
We're on
giant
a this is
landworm.
time.
Think of giant landworms. That
Was that the one with snakes on a plane?
no.
Yeah, it's on a plane.
It looks
These
like
motherfucking
this.
snakes.
On this
We're,
motherfucking plane.
we were on a plane this entire time.
I'm talking about this.
This entire campaign has been on a plane.
We're just on a giant plane.
Is it
Also, a lethal frame.
is it one of these?
Her hair's usually braided, but I couldn't be fucked to figure out how to draw that.
I love how you spent so long on those boots and they're mostly covered up.
Yeah, like fuck off. Fucking
It's great. It's fine.
She has no face.
she doesn't, because I can't be bothered.
She is Slender Man.
Faces are not that easy to
Changeling.
do.
You will find that in every single piece of vector art I do, faces do not exist because fuck that shit. I draw those traditionally and with graphite only.
But does this creature look like this? This graboid from Tremors.
You don't know, because you
Damn.
don't see it yet.
I
You just hear its growl.
Get fucked, you have to wait a week.
Yeah.
damn it.
Immediately casting magic armor on herself only. Fuck all of you guys.
Thanks. There was actually one thing I wanted to do.
She'd also be hiding behind her party members.
Thank God I'm not included.
Before I forget to tell you this next time, Siokia generally would have been trying to get people out of the hole. She would have been like scrambling because like she's in like she is in sinking ship mode right now.
I die. I live. I die. I live again.
I do not think she would have had time.
Oh
No,
my
I'm
God.
saying that is the action that she would be starting to take before I forget. And next time I start on a completely different tangent.
Okay. What time is it?
I have work in the morning. Fuck me.
Sorry. I mean, I ended it early than I usually
No.
earlier than I usually do. So
I don't have class till 2:30.
Fuck
I have
you.
work.
I have work in the morning.
Wish, baby girl.
I think I'm stuck talking like this for now.
High school fucking sucks, man.
yeah, high school sucked. Not gonna lie, I don't know about all of you, but my state just said we had to lock down for another 3 weeks. So
Yeah.
Ours is probably gonna lock down after Thanksgiving.
I don't know what's gonna happen around.
At least schools are getting shut down after Thanksgiving. Everyone's
Yeah.
A bunch
pretty
of dumb
sure.
motherfuckers.
it's really only schools, from what I can see, sports and insides of restaurants,
Yeah.
which I don't really mind.
I will be
talking.
deeply pissed if they shut my school down again.
Yeah, like they
Honestly,
just
I
opened
was
back
fine
up.
with online learning. It was whatever.
No, I'm doing half and half right now. I
Fine,
will
boo.
literally go insane in this house. It is me and my mother and nobody else, and like sometimes my dad.
Well, sometimes I take you out.
Yeah, when my
Takes
mommy
you out
lets
for a
me.
walk. You know, you gotta get Lynn her exercise every day. Get her some food and
Yeah,
water.
I gotta go.
I actually do need to be fed and watered. My mother literally has to like throw lunch at me before
Make
I
sure
eat.
you
I
play
don't
with
think
her
about it.
for like at least half an hour. Throw a ball around. It'll be fun.
Yeah, you gotta take her outside.
I mean, I actually do need to go outside. My mother like is literally hanging my school supplies over my head if I don't leave the fucking house.
My pup is here to say hello. She's been sleeping this whole time. Hey, baby.
My puppy is also sleeping at the foot of my bed.
My dog has been begging for fries this entire
How
time.
do you feel about Siokia?
Give
Man,
them
all
a
I
fry.
All I have is a cat that just got shaved. He
I
looks stupid.
adore Siokia, but you already knew this.
He looks
Oh, I
Poor
stupid.
kitty.
He looks really dumb, but he's great.
I
My
love
boy,
him.
my baby boy just got groomed. I'm not taking no photos tonight though. 'Cause
My,
that's a fucking effort.
Oh, have I sent y'all the picture of my dog begging for a fry?
I don't think you sent it to this. I think you sent it to the
I sent it to the other.
the
Give your
questionable
dog
server.
a fry.
I sent it to the degenerate server.
Wait, did you fucking send it to degenerates?
Are you a
No, I sent it to animals.
Okay, I was like, Jesus Christ.
He does not. My sweet baby boy does not belong in degenerates. That's my sweet
I
baby
know.
boy begging for a fry a while ago. But
Oh, that's a boy who's an apple. Oh, yes, it is. Protective fuck.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, he's an overprotective fuck. It's my job, Jesus.
you're just mad because he has a better bark than you.
Ouch.
I have a better bite.
You'd be surprised.
Want to find out?
No, because if you fight my dog, I'm gonna have to fight you.
I'm not gonna fight your dog, bitch. I'll fight you. I love your dog too much to fight him.
If you fight me, you're gonna have to fight my dog. My dog will fight you if you fight me.
Trying to do a voiceover for my presentation for one.
Right as my sister had to record something, her dog was like, squeaky toy, fuck you.
Let's just agree not to fight.
Mm.
Huh, babe? Can we do that?
I think I'm gonna
If
be.
you take me out to lunch.
I think I'm gonna be stuck
How
doing
much
that
time
voice
do I have
for a
to
while.
feed you?
It's a good voice.
I guess I.
Honestly,
I guess-
I did not know what voice you were going to do.
Yes.
You kind of surprised me with that one.
I
It shocked me so much.
Honestly,
I
I
am
didn't
like,
expect it.
I am like embarrassed sorry. Like I'm not actually sorry, but like I was really trying not to fucking give you shit. And then I just busted out with sounds like the magical rat man.
I actually counted how long it would take. It took.
No, like I knew it was Sean Connery, but I didn't want to say it in case I was
It
wrong.
took 10 seconds. Like what? The fuck?
You have to watch that fucking movie. You sound like
I'm about to go watch that movie now.
Oh my god, I love that movie so
Let
much.
me-
I thought
let
it
me-
was crazy. And
Listen,
for some
it's
reason-
not even okay. I can promise you though, when Lynn was doing that, it wasn't really a Raz. It was more just a word association game.
I
Let
was
me,
mixing up Sean Connery with Jim Carrey's The Grinch, and I was like, is that actually what Sean
Frank-
Connery sounds like, or am I thinking of Jim Carrey's The Grinch? So I YouTubed Sean Connery, and I was like, yeah, it's Sean Connery, cool. But it also sounds like Jim Carrey's The Grinch, a little bit.
I really need you.
That's
a surprise
tool for later.
I really need you to just listen to this fucking thing.
I'm listening to it. I'm gonna see if I can try to make it more sound like that just by listening to it. I'm gonna try to play it back through my vocals. Come closer, child.
Don't say that! That's creepy!
It's the first thing he says. Shut up.
It's creepy in the fucking show, too!
Let me see.
Every photo I take with my phone looks like an old Renaissance oil painting.
What an honor.
So shitty the quality is.
I mean, Renaissance oil paintings are fantastic. And
It's
you
really-
don't,
but that's
you don't
not
even have
what
to
they
wait for
want,
them to
camera.
dry.
Quality, Laura. What?
Listen, you don't even have to
What?
wait for them to dry at this point. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, right. Renaissance oil paintings are already dry. Did you know it can take 6 months to a year for an oil painting to fully dry?
Yeah.
Depending on how thick your shit is!
Yep.
Like what?
Yeah, fuck oils.
Thick
High key.
as cake.
Oil paints are stupid. I love them. The art you can make with them looks so cool. But god damn.
I'm gonna